This is a message to all supporters. A message to all freedom fighters, to all dissenters, to all forgotten. A call to all intellectuals, to all journalists. A call to all free thinkers. A call for intelligence. This is a call to all poets. A call to the strong and the weak. A call to all young people. To the wise, to the astucious. We want you to join us. We are on the streets of Tokyo, in the skyscrapers of New York, in the lanes of Paris, in the cellars of Munich, on Moscow's icy places, on the cobbled streets of Dublin. This is a call to all people, to the youth. Join us in the fight for freedom of information. Search for us, and you will find us. We are among you. We are you. Everyone you speak with can be a member of Anonymous. We have no leaders, only an orientation. We have no targets, only results. You cannot stop us because we are an idea. We cannot be eliminated because we are invisible. If you try to mock us, we will mock ourselves. If you try to slander us, we will accept the defamation. We are the king's jesters with daggers. We are the dancing bear which tears to pieces the laughing mob. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us, just as we expect you.
Greetings world, we are Anonymous, Collective, Anonymous Operation #Mayday March #May Mask March commencing. Many events will be started during the day. Prepare for a march on the 1st of May all around the world. You got your own crew? Start your event page today. Let's make this a big one, guys. We are Anonymous. This is a message to all supporters, to all freedom fighters, to all dissenters, to all forgotten, to all intellectuals, to all journalists, to all free thinkers, for intelligence. This is a call to all poets. A call to the strong and the weak. A call to all young people. To the wise, to the astucious. We want you to join us. We are on the streets of Tokyo. In the skyscrapers of New York. In the lanes of Paris. In the cellars of Munich. On Moscow's icy places. On the cobbled streets of Dublin. In the cities of Britain. This is a call to all people. Globally, to the youth. To the old, to the disabled and the abled. We do not discriminate anyone. We are all equal in body and soul. Join us in the fight for freedom of information. Search for us, and you will find us. We are among you. We are you. Everyone you speak with can be a member of Anonymous. We have no leaders, only an orientation. We have no targets, only results. You cannot stop us, because we are an idea. We cannot be eliminated because we are invisible. If you try to mock us, we will mock ourselves. If you try to slander us, we will accept the defamation. We are the king's jesters with daggers. We are the dancing bear which tears to pieces the laughing mob. We are Anonymous. We are a legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us, just as we expect you.
Secretive organization known as Anonymous, a loose-knit group of computer hackers who came to the defense of WikiLeaks and got the attention of law enforcement in the process. They are young and stealthy, and they are potential giant killers.
anonymous hacker activists have basically got together and are exacting revenge for what they see as attacks on WikiLeaks, and they're targeting a number of corporations that have cut off their ties with WikiLeaks.
So they see themselves as protesters. Essentially that the government can't prevent you or I from talking openly. They interpret it much more broadly. They believe that everybody has an inalienable right to say whatever they want on any forum whatsoever.
Now today, this group of computer hackers are apparently threatening cyber war over this WikiLeaks case. What do you know about that?
Yeah, NBC is reporting that Anonymous, it's a group we've heard of before, is threatening new attacks not only on U.S. corporations, but also on some of the government officials.
Number one story, MasterCard announced Monday it would no longer process payments to WikiLeaks. This morning, internet activists crashed its website. This afternoon, Visa.com crashed. Tonight, Twitter might be next. It suspended an Operation Payback account. A group calling itself Anonymous has been waging Operation Payback for a few months now. The group says it is dedicated to a, quote, anonymous, decentralized movement that fights against censorship and copy wrong.
Well, officials have confirmed that at least 41 Malaysian government websites had been hacked overnight. This follows a threat by hacker group Anonymous to punish the authorities for internet censorship. Officials say that 51 websites were hit and at least 41 of them were disrupted in these attacks.
Targets like H.B. Gary, a major cybersecurity firm some U.S. government agencies rely on to keep their computers safe. Last month, H.B. Gary boasted it would expose Anonymous. The response was swift. Anonymous took down their website, stole thousands of emails, and posted them on the internet. The CEO resigned. Anonymous is credited with bringing down government websites in Tunisia, Egypt, and Libya. And now it's made new threats against companies and government officials complicit in what it views as the mistreatment of Bradley Manning, the Army private accused of leaking to WikiLeaks.
Anonymous is powerful enough that it's certainly struck fear into the hearts of some of the biggest technology companies, the biggest companies in the whole world.
Our own Justice Department doesn't take any action against these guys. It's been 3 years since the debacle in Wall Street that caused our economic collapse. And where's Washington? Where's Washington? They haven't done a damn thing. But look, what you're looking at here, in combination of all these things, is a new model on how to fight back. You have to take action into your hands. Direct, peaceful resistance.
We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. You could be in a lot of trouble. Now, people have figured out that you can hit the powerful where it counts in their pocketbooks. The same thing happened in Egypt, where Mubarak only stepped down after the labor strikes began. And then there's the national and international movement against the power establishment. The group Anonymous recently released this video warning the global banking systems.
We are a decentralized, non-violent, resistance movement which seeks to restore the rule of law and fight back against the organized criminal class.
Now that's a little spooky, but I liked it. And apparently they came armed with documents, which we're going to tell you about in a second. But look, what I like is peaceful resistance.
However, they can't just randomly launch an attack. And in order to do it, you have to go on this IRC chat. Anyone can suggest a target. And that person then has to make a compelling case for the target, and then whoever happens to be, it's a quorum of whoever happens to be awake, can vote up or down on this target. So if somebody has not made a compelling enough case, enough people may pull their computers off of this voluntary botnet that the attack might not be nearly as effective. So it is, in fact, an amazing kind of Athenian democracy. If you forget sort of the ethics of what they're doing, place that to one side, what they've achieved is sort of this set of checks and balances that agrees in a very fluid way on what the target is.
This is the new model of fighting back against the establishment and against corporate power. Don't wait for your knight in shining armor to show up from D.C. The bad news is he ain't coming. The good news is it turns out you're the knight in shining armor.
I believe that Gandhi's views were the most enlightened of all the political men in our time. We should strive to do things in his spirit, not to use violence in fighting for our cause, but by non-participation in anything you believe is evil.
What's next? What's next is all they can do is shut down the internet itself. And we see how that went for them in Egypt. And we, the people, know that when the government shuts down the internet, that's when it's time to shut down the government. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. And now, you can expect a whole lot more of us.
Hello, free people of the world. This is Anonymous. It's time to stand up and face the New World Order. Your country calls for you to follow orders and to stand in place like a slave drone. We call for you to say no. We call for you to say you are anonymous. You have the right to stay anonymous, and so shall you do so. Go to protest and stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what is right. Stand up and say you are anonymous. We are anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
Good evening. We begin tonight with a rare look inside Anonymous.
They're this shadowy and motley group of hackers and activists who answer to no one, drawn together by love of internet mischief.
Well, now they're evolving into this movement of social change, a real driving force behind the Wall Street occupiers. No surprise, they're hated by corporate security, but also hunted by the FBI.
And one of the questions we're asking is, who are these people and why are they taking to the streets? To get some answers, Amber Lyons stepped into the shadows.
Back up. It's a dark and disturbing vision. A world where riot police attack with impunity.
What happened?
He got
shot. Get back.
Where democracy is corrupted by greed and dissent is crushed. That's how Anonymous sees America. And they say that's why they're fighting back.
We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget.
It's a movement that defies description. Leaderless,
Tell me what democracy looks like.
faceless, anarchic.
This is our space.
A loose collective born on the internet, Anonymous has no official members and no hierarchy. But within the group, some individual Anons have greater standing, earned by their skills as hackers, video makers,
to see it with my own eyes and record it myself,
and increasingly street-level activists.
Show me what police state looks like.
Troy, not his real name, is one of them.
This is what happens when the people have had enough. This is what happens when greed goes unchecked.
Troy says he was drawn to Occupy Wall Street after watching his mother struggle with medical debts. He himself is working 2 jobs to make ends meet, despite having a college degree.
You kind of just lose track of days, lose track of time, but it's worth it. It's all worth it.
We met him at the Occupy Wall Street camp at Zuccotti Park.
There's no specific person that talks for us. It's more like a hive, you know, an idea is brought up and whoever agrees with it, if the overwhelming majority of people that agree with it, then we go with it.
So we're following Troy, and he's been out here policing, kind of making sure that all of these protesters are getting along with the community and not causing any problems.
We're handling internal affairs as far as damage control within the community, making sure that everybody's respecting the local small businesses around here. How's it going?
But he's not just watching over the protests. He's also watching the police. Part of the evolution of Anonymous from hackers to activists. Anonymous was born a decade ago in one of the weirdest and darkest corners of the internet, an anything-goes image board called 4chan. 4chan users post anonymously, and the name stuck.
We do not forgive.
The group adopted a distinct identity and its own symbolism. A mask taken from the movie V for Vendetta, a retelling of the story of the English rebel Guy Fawkes and his plot to blow up the House of Lords in 1605. Instead of gunpowder, Anonymous uses the internet. Anonymous attacks its targets by flooding and crashing corporate and government websites, or digging up and publicizing highly embarrassing information. It's called trolling. They troll targets out of genuine outrage, but also just for fun.
LULZ, it's a kind of pluralization and bastardization of Laugh Out Loud.
New York University professor Gabriella Coleman has been watching Anonymous for years.
It's a term that kind of denotes this sort of pleasure, humor, laughter, everything from something which is quite playful, harmless, to engaging in a kind of full-fledged trolling attack that humiliates.
Anonymous's campaigns, known as operations or ops, can be dramatic. In late 2010, a distributed denial of service attack took down the website of PayPal, after the company cut off support for the online whistleblower site WikiLeaks.
PayPal continues to withhold funds from WikiLeaks, a beacon of truth in these dark times.
16 Anons were arrested by the FBI, charged with conspiring to intentionally damage PayPal's computers.
This is a message from Anonymous to the Bay Area Rapid Transit System, BART.
This summer, Anonymous attacked the San Francisco area's public transportation system, BART. BART had cut cell service within the transit system as a way of disrupting anti-police brutality protests. Anonymous's reaction was devastating and vicious.
We will not issue any more warnings.
Op BART included the release of a naked photo of a senior BART employee.
Sometimes it kind of makes you laugh, sometimes it makes you cringe, sometimes it makes you laugh and cringe at the same time. All of a sudden, you're like, oh my gosh, there is this, dagger that's being thrown.
And a naked photo.
Yeah, a naked photo.
Do you feel like there is a fear out there of what they could possibly find or leak about a certain individual?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what makes them who they are, is that they are kind of bad boys and rude boys to some degree. There is a dual sort of fascination and horror that goes on at the same time.
Be aware, be vigilant.
Anonymous was evolving, using its power to shock and disrupt to effect social change. During the Arab Spring, the collective emerged as a full-fledged activist group, taking up the cause of Tunisians fighting against a repressive regime, literally saving lives.
The Tunisian government has made itself an enemy of Anonymous.
They did everything from take down government websites. They wrote scripts to stop the phishing of passwords. They brought massive media attention to Tunisia.
And last fall, Anonymous broke cover here at home, stepping out from behind their secure computer screens for a new cause, Occupy Wall Street.
There is a revolution brewing.
Suddenly, the symbols of Anonymous were everywhere, in flags, masks, banners.
We are the 99%!
When we return, pepper spray and Anonymous strikes back.
How are they getting personal information of these officers?
I'd rather not say.
The shadowy internet group known as Anonymous has grown now far beyond its hacker roots. It's now emerging as a forceful public relations weapon for the Occupy protest movement. Amber Lyon takes you inside Anonymous.
We are Anonymous.
Anonymous likens itself to the Air Force of the Occupy movement.
Everyone, everywhere will be occupying their towns, their capitals, and other public spaces.
Anonymous has an array of people on the streets. We're talking medics in San Francisco, tech support in Washington, D.C. And here in New York, guys like Troy. Troy, not his real name, is part of an army of citizen journalists documenting the movement and the police by broadcasting live video over streaming sites. When they see evidence of what they believe is police misbehavior, Anonymous strikes back, releasing personal information about specific officers.
And hopefully he'll think twice before he pulls out his baton against somebody who's holding a sign saying we just want peace.
And how are they getting cell phone numbers and personal information of these officers or bankers?
I'd rather not say.
In September, an NYPD officer named Anthony Bologna was filmed pepper spraying 2 protesters. Anonymous took direct action.
We will unleash hell on your phones, your servers, and anything else we can find.
One of the most active subgroups within Anonymous is called the Cabin Crew. Their specialty is doxing. It's shorthand for combing the internet for all the information you can find about a target and then releasing it publicly.
Cabin crew have noticed the injustices being committed by the New York police.
Cabin Crew compiled Bologna's name, his home address, past legal actions, even the names of his family members, and put it all online. After a police investigation and public pressure, Bologna was placed on leave and reassigned to Staten Island.
What do you think that did to the NYPD when they saw this officer's information get posted online?
I think that they would see it as a form of vigilantism. They're pushing the boundaries of the law. But I think some of their actions also reveal the ways in which either private security companies or police are also acting outside of the boundaries of the law.
Anonymous's biggest coup in the propaganda wars was this. An Anon group by the name Operation Leaks posts the clip on YouTube. The next day, the clip tops 100,000 views. 3 days later, 1.5 million. The casually spraying cop had it all. It was outrageous, ridiculous, lulzy, and effective.
Police in riot gear sprayed students, pepper spraying student protesters.
The incident was picked up by the mainstream media and replayed over and over again.
Nice shopping.
Anonymous wants to frame the narrative of the Occupy movement as a contest between peaceful protesters and a militarized police state. Oh my gosh. Reality, though, isn't quite so clear-cut. At Occupy Oakland, some protesters attacked the police with rocks and bottles. Others erupted in a fury after the city tore down their encampment.
They're getting a little heated. Some people are trying to tear down this fence and head into the main area, but others are trying to keep them quiet and calm so that the police don't have to get re-involved.
I need some help. We need some more help over here. You're f***ing willing to fight us, but not the police? They tried to fight, and you're doing their job.
The anonymous PR machine focused solely on instances where the cops got out of line. And they have plenty of ammunition.
What happened? What happened? He got shot.
During one night of chaos, police apparently fired a projectile directly at a former Marine named Scott Olson, who was peacefully protesting against the crackdown. Anonymous went into overdrive.
I hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly.
Scanning the video for police badge numbers and names, offering a reward for anyone who could identify the officer responsible. The case is still under investigation. The Department of Homeland Security has put out several alerts to law enforcement and corporate security focused mainly on the group's hacking activities. And the FBI has made more than a dozen arrests.
We're living in a police state.
But there's no indication that has cramped Anonymous's style. Their latest op?
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all on planet Earth.
On Christmas Day, members crashed the website of a security research company, hacking its client list along with their credit card numbers in order to steal $1 million for donations to charity.
We are anonymous. Expect us.
And our correspondent Amber Lyon now joins us here in studio. A little frightening, a little scary.
Slightly, especially for law enforcement in many aspects.
You know, I got to ask, so what if they get it wrong? What if they put up some personal information that is inaccurate? Do they have any accountability?
There's very little accountability. Because of the way Anonymous is organized, anyone can claim to be anonymous. There's also a lot of extreme outliers. And you know, law enforcement is intimidated by Anonymous. We tried to get an interview with anyone federally or locally, and they refused to send an officer forward kind of to the chopping block because they feared that if this officer appeared on camera, they could become a target of Anonymous.
This is an anonymous message from the global revolution to politicians, dictators, and plutocrats all over the planet. Surprised by the global disobedience? Let us explain to you your delicate situation. Tens of thousands of years ago, human beings began to evolve. Since then, our species has walked a dark and bloody road, which isolated people condemned to live in fear caused by ignorance, knowledge, ethics, and technological development have always been conditioned.
I hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly.
And we are live.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Welcome to Anonymous Bites Back, episode 20.
Good to see everybody again. What's the big topics for tonight?
Well, we got the May Day March going on in May.
Well, that's global, huh?
Yeah.
Not just U.S. Why does it tie in with May Day? Why the is Anon's tied in somehow? Or is that just, is there a reason they choose that day?
I don't know. I got wind of it. This morning. I was seeing posts about it earlier, but essentially, what others been working on is to try and get events set up for May 1st to have a march.
Let me see you break somebody's ankles. Oh no, my other characters, he got deleted because my save file got corrupted, so I had to delete it.
Hello?
He had to break around.
I got you.
Hello. I hear you guys.
No, like,
Yeah.
to break headphones, I need to.
Yeah, I hear you guys. I'm just listening.
I made a new one. My other one had to be. Well, you know what I'm saying.
And anybody else got any info on the May Day March?
No, sir, I don't. No, I really don't keep up with that part of it. There was I'm more militia oriented. There was big news in the Nevada trial. There was one of the defendants, oddly enough, that's being charged has evidently been outed as an FBI informant. So,
excuse me.
Yeah, there's some looking at a mistrial possibly there.
Are they talking about that farmland in Nevada that was used as public land?
Yeah, this goes back to Bundy Ranch in 2014. There's like three groups of folks that are going to trial. This is the first group, but yeah, the case is the feds the prosecutors have had the case for like 5 weeks, but right near the end of their testimony, they kind of self-outed this one guy who's actually a defendant. So it's just like, and has already been in the pool talking with on the defense side. So yeah, it's really screwed up. It would look like a mistrial, but
especially when you get on that level, you know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean?
it's ongoing. They're going to take a week off and come back somewhere around April 3rd.
Hey, Sonny.
Start it again.
I'm really trying to figure out this fucking Rubik's Cube, bro. No, I'm trying to figure it out, bud.
What was
I can almost get it done.
What was that thing about?
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I apologize. I didn't mean that.
And what was that thing you were talking about earlier? Was you're talking about Alex Jones being tried as a Russian informant.
Hey guys.
Yeah, no, that was in the there was a committee hearing the other day, and they brought him in for a smaller hearing. And yeah, the FBI guys actually said that, man. That they were under investigation. He mentioned them, Breitbart, and as
sorry,
Russians,
I'm not laughing
man.
at you, brother. I was reading the chat. Honestly, the chat's funny.
Hey guys, we got about 20 minutes.
What do you mean? No, we're live now.
We're live now?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Are you a Russian?
Everybody.
Are you a Russian too, Rose?
No. I didn't know we were live already.
She's the Russian hacker.
Everybody's a Russian.
So anyway, Rose, we wanted to talk about the May Day March.
Yes. May Day March we're going to be doing here out in Arizona. It's one of the biggest anti-fi marches we have of the year. It's going to be a big coming together of different activism groups in support of May Day.
And so what I would encourage the viewers, to start set up an events as soon as possible, on their pages, and trying to get things organized so that.
Yes, for sure. And we'll put out some information, too, about May Day, so there's a clearer understanding. And if you have any questions, please do, again, write the page. I did, while I was on the air, want to talk about a little situation that's going on here in Arizona, if I can.
Yeah.
On the 17th of March, Dolores Imboden, she was at Walmart here in Phoenix, Arizona, and officers were told that she was trying to steal something from the store. She was with her husband. She's a mother of 4 children. She is Native American from Alaska. She actually just recently moved here with her family, basically for a new beginning, like most of us do. The police officers followed her out to her vehicle. When they confronted her, they were very hostile. She didn't understand what was going on. They accused her of shoplifting and said that she dropped a bag in the store. She explained to them that she didn't have a bag, she only had her purse, and drag her out of the car. She was scared. She resisted. She didn't know what was going on. She was fearful. I mean, again, coming from Alaska, where she was not in a population where the militarized police state situation that we are in Arizona, she hasn't seen the effect of it. She didn't know what to do. The cop climbed in the car and sat on her lap and proceeded to put his hands around her throat and punched her in the face 3 times. She screamed over and over again for help. Tried to push the police officer off of her because he could tell his wife wasn't able to breathe. The police officer then maced her husband and then repeatedly punched her over and over. Passerbys started to record what was happening, and the videos actually went viral. We've had issues with YouTube actually taking her videos down because they're saying that the videos are copyrighted because the noise of her screaming is copyright of music, which basically it's YouTube censoring police brutality. So after she was beaten profusely, and her and her husband were both arrested together, you had people in the video, actually passers-by, screaming, "Get off of her!" Screaming, "Pig, you can't do this," and you literally hear her cries for help. "I can't breathe, I can't breathe," and he kept going. They eventually drug her out of the car and slammed her on the concrete. Her court hearing, her husband was released, no charges, and now the charges for her is assaulting an officer because when he was choking her, she tried to push him away. That's what they have. And resisting arrest. They never charged her with shoplifting. So the situation is, the court was this morning, and they didn't allow her to appear in court. We don't even know where Dolores is being held at this point. Her family has reached out on social media asking for help because they are in Alaska with Dolores. If anybody out there would like to help with Dolores, please do message the page. I'll also post Dolores's group page for support. Much help as she can right now. She has 4 children that they're trying to put into CPS custody, and she didn't even do anything. No bag was recovered. No Walmart footage was in evidence. Nothing. So this is a woman that was suspected of something with no proof, and police used an excessive violence against a female, I'm saying, that weighs maybe 120 pounds. And this was an officer that was close to 300 pounds. Anonymous is actually going to be asking for Arizona Police Department and Mayor Stanton to release her because there is no evidence, or we will pursue action such as protesting. Reverend Jesse Jackson, we've asked him to participate, and Reverend Maupin, and we will take it to the streets.
Did you hit this?
Goddamn right I did.
Oh shit!
I did like
Did
a
you
mother.
really?
Yeah, that is ridiculous. That's the typical response
super-
from this, the militarized police now. I mean, that's just their mode
It
of
was
operation.
it was really, really, really bad. I mean, hearing her cries for help and her screams, and she's just so small, and there's no way that she could fight back.
Now, who called him in? Did the store call him in for shoplifting? Is that how it got started?
The store did call them in. Now, they said that there was a bag that supposedly had stolen merchandise, but the bag with stolen merchandise was never found. They said it was supposedly dropped by the door. Now, how the Arizona law states is that even if you don't leave the store with merchandise and you're suspected of stealing, it's still considered theft. But the local activist community is really concerned because if they were accusing her of theft, why wasn't that one of her charges? Was only charged with resisting arrest. Now, being from Alaska, being a female, having an officer literally open your car door and try to drag you out before reading your Miranda rights, you're going to be terrified. And the fact that he climbed inside of the car, he actually on video threatened to shoot her. So, I mean, the fact that he threatened to shoot her is just
done deal.
horrible.
I agree.
That's what I tell my mom. I said Aaron.
Aaron?
We wish nothing but the best for Dolores, and we hope that moving forward, the protests and
Positive thoughts.
the evidence comes forward or she's released.
That's the problem.
So there's anonymous groups looking to get in there and help also, right?
I don't know, bro.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Is that part of the response? Is get some anonymous groups in there and help also?
Yes.
Join
Any and all
marching.
people, whether it's protesting on the street or whether it's sharing her information, all of it is greatly appreciated.
I ain't never heard myself tell me I was wrong.
Okay.
Stop.
Aaron.
All right. Yeah, thanks for that, Rose. No, that's good to hear. I hadn't heard that story come out of Arizona.
Yeah, I got this mem from fucking Ash. It's narcissistic sect, bro. It's narcissistic sect. It's narcissistic group.
Aaron?
For people who
I'm
are
working out there at the
narcissistic.
shipyard, right? And the dude was like, oh, you're smoking weed all the time. What if the dude driving the crane was smoking weed?
Is that Aaron with the background noise?
Yeah, he forgot his mic is on.
Yeah,
Just
big
test the
time.
whole fucking yard.
Aaron.
Just test the whole fucking yard, and then you'll be very surprised.
I think he forgot his mic was on.
Oh, dear Jesus.
He's choking on a lozenge.
Yeah, it's a lozenge for sure.
He's got a bad cough.
But yeah, Arizona is the second largest, last year had the second largest number of police murders, of cops murdering unarmed citizens in the United States. So we actually had activists go to court and play the video of Dolores screaming so they could actually hear her fear, you know what I mean? Because I see a lot of people writing our state page right now saying she shouldn't have resisted, she shouldn't have resisted. Well, if she wasn't guilty and they had no proof and they didn't read her rights, they had no reason to actually put hands on her. And to threaten to shoot her while you're sitting on top of her after you've punched her in the face and she's not doing anything, it's just horrendous.
Do you have any idea how the call started? Whether the Walmart called it in, or why would they have probable cause to even start doing anything?
We haven't got even response as far as from Walmart or anybody appearing in court. She doesn't even have a charge from Walmart for theft. There's nothing, and we have a feeling that again, because she's Native American, that this is not an isolated incident. We've seen what happened out in DAPL with Dolores. I mean, she has pictures all over her Facebook of her and her children. I mean, she posts memes of kitties and fluffy stuff. I mean, she's a very soft-spoken, mom. You know what I mean? And for them now to be threatening to take her children away, 4 children, threatening to take them away for something she didn't even do.
Oh my God, Aaron.
Kick him. Kick him.
I'm definitely a country.
I would just like to say that Aaron slobbers knobs, just so everybody knows. Aaron Goldberg slobbers peens in a regular way, and when he's not slobbering peens, he's giving all his other co-hosts at ABB a hard time. And today is proof. Aaron prefers to slobber dirty peens too, just saying.
Ooh, yo, I gotta save some for the morning, bro.
Yeah, and Aaron said he has to save some in the morning. You just heard it right here, guys. On ABB, he's saving the dirty peens for the morning. And he laughs about it. There you go, guys. I can't wait for him to hear that part later. And when Aaron's not slobbering peens, he's harassing people in LulzSec. So you can go to LulzSec and find Aaron anytime you'd like. I think he has a Panda pic. If he still has that account, don't worry. We'll link you to his account as well.
Well, pandas are cute.
Yeah, pandas are very cute and fluffy.
It's sizzle. That's a good one. Look at that.
Aaron, you're still. Your mic is on.
We've had this mistake several times before, huh?
Shit.
Okay, well,
if I was a chick, I'd probably pinch myself with so damn much.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to put the phone on mute.
Look, man, fuck off.
Yeah. You just suck down a load. How you like that?
I don't. Fuck off, fucker.
All right.
Hey, is Aaron back?
No.
Okay, well, I have a friend here. She's going to talk about a little bit of the pagan history of May Day. Since we have her here, I would love to take advantage of this. Her name is Day. She's absolutely amazing. One of the best activists here. She's actually has a lot of information about the Dolores situation. So let me introduce you guys to Day, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Is she here?
Yeah, sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Aaron.
Hey.
Aaron, your mic was on the whole time.
What happened?
Your mic. We heard every little bit of what you were doing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I thought I pushed the mute button.
No.
Okay, was it the mute button?
No, actually, I really did. I thought I pressed the mute
Is that Aaron?
That was
Aaron, I just told everybody listening to ABB, because you were doing bong rips in the background during my talk about Dolores, that yes, I told them that you slobber peen and they can find you in LulzSec.
Oh my God, no!
I'm just letting you know.
I left LulzSec. I'm sorry, I left it because they kept reporting me.
Okay, well, we will make sure that Aaron's new profile is on ABB, where you can send him slobbering peens. Okay, just for the
please, slobbering peens and wet punanis.
Slobbering peen and wet punanis. Yeah, Aaron, you're fired. Now I have a good friend. That's going to come on right now and talk to you guys, so I can smoke. So be nice to her, please. Her name is Day, okay? And she's going to talk about the pagan history of May Day. She is a wealth of knowledge, and I would love to have her as a regular. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Awesome, yeah.
Actually, I think that slobbering peen and wet punani might be about the most perfect introduction for talking about Beltane. So
awesome! I love her already. Yes, that's it. It's considered.
Right.
Sorry, Tyler. Sorry, Preston. I overwritten everybody. She's staying. She has a sense of humor. I love her already.
Yeah, it was a sexual festival.
All right, good.
All right, yeah.
All right,
please, I'm
and as long as there's bong hits happening in the background,
thing.
We're golden.
Yeah, come on.
Yes. All right. So old holidays.
Did you say golden shower?
No, golden showers. We're gonna keep Trump's.
That's
no,
next
we're
level.
gonna keep Trump's practices out of this conversation.
Okay.
So,
right on.
Beltane, May Day, May 1st, this current colonized kind of production that we have where everybody gets together and celebrates in their floppy hats. May Day stems from the old pagan holiday of Beltane, the Beltane, and it was generally a practice that was held around the full moon to the new moon in May, the end of April, beginning of May, and these were the fertility rites. This was a time that marriages were taken into accord. In pagan tradition, you remarry. In old Celtic pagan tradition, you remarry every year. So at the end of the year, if you're sick of each other, you just don't recommit the following year. You make a decision, and then on Beltane, you would make that decision, and then you would move on and possibly to a new partner, possibly to a year signal.
Why can't we continue to do this ritual? I love it.
I agree. I have a few friends.
You're a Catholic, Aaron. That's why.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I love this guy or this woman for so long, and then you know what? I'm tired of your ass. I'm tired of your shit. You do nothing. That's it. I'm remarrying. Goodbye.
Right. Or if they're young.
Right.
And they just decide they don't want to go that way, and then on Beltane, the actual celebration, the Beltane fires in the fields, all the fields would be covered in sacred fires, and basically people who were married. You weren't on Beltane. You went out, and it was a night of crazy orgies all over the hillsides,
awesome.
and everybody getting down, lots of slobbering peen and wet punani.
Yes.
Keeping it on track.
Well, that fits right in nowadays.
Penises, sonny. Are we down?
That'd be a big crowd for that.
I want it written in black and white.
That's one of my favorite holidays. What can I say?
You can only vote one time, buddy. Otherwise, you're
somebody said marry Jesus.
Who's in charge in heaven, God or his mama?
Some stolen photo IDs.
Somebody said marry Jesus.
We can re-vote, right? Awesome. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I got a buddy with me tonight, and it was an unexpected visit, and yeah. Apparently, everybody heard.
Lots of wet punani, slobbering peen.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's very interesting. I love the fact that the new moon. I think I got a friend from, I want to say New Zealand, or is it or the Netherlands? I think the full moon actually is coming up very soon. You were talking about
the new
May.
The new moon is coming up on Sunday night.
Right.
We've got the black moon, and then the new moon will be 2 weeks following that.
Now, is that for America or is that for the whole world? I'm curious.
The whole world. The moon moves in a 28-day cycle, just like a woman's menstrual period. Full moon to full moon. That's why there's never enough chocolate. And if women all knew this, there would be a heck of a lot less need for things like birth control, because we would realize that the moon, just the way the moon pulls on the tides, it pulls on our bodies the same way. So,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. He was asking for a smoke.
Fun stuff. The full moon comes 2 weeks after the new moon. The new moon 2 weeks after the full moon. In May, that full moon is generally the Taurus and Scorpio full moon, which is the opposite of the Halloween full moon, which is when the sun is in Scorpio and the moon is in Taurus. So that same moon. Check this out, though. That same moon.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
It must be
Aaron. I just real quick threw a question in my head, and I didn't mean to stop you and be disrespectful.
Shoot.
Absolutely not.
No, go for it.
It was like a question popped, and I just want to ask. Unless you just
do it.
Shut up, Aaron.
What you got? Rock it, Aaron.
Cases against Libras.
Aaron. Why is it? I'm a Libra too. Okay, so let me tell you. So here we go. I'm a Libra too.
October 6th.
Okay, September 29th. So let me tell you a little bit about Libras.
Oh, please.
Libra
I'm
in the old Egyptian zodiac and the old Sumerian zodiac, Uruk, these ancient zodiacs that came way before this bullshit we've got going on now. So Libra, we are the claws of Scorpio. So, Scorpio is famous for understanding the mystery. Yes, I am. Scorpio. I was born on so you remember 2 Septembers ago, we had that crazy blood moon, blood moon. I was born on that blood moon lunar eclipse 38 years before that. That was my birthday.
Oh, on the tetrad.
So
wow. that's first of all, hold on. Let me put my cigarette up in my mouth.
Get that cigarette. Hold on. Where's the pipe?
Because you actually told your age.
Don't judge me.
I did. I'm almost 40, yo.
Do they, Sonny? Sonny, do women usually give their age?
I'm at least 5 years under their age.
I grew up in an era of women who, at 35, it was time to cut your hair a little bit shorter and maybe start rocking the granny
You're
panties.
Native American, right?
Yes. I'm mixed blood, but yeah, I'm a Skokie. My ancestors fought Andrew Jackson.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I honestly, to be honest with you, other than males, I never spoke with a female Native American. I mean, I'm just being honest. It's always been male representatives. So I'm actually kind of honored that I finally get to speak to one. So after 35, you go through a spiritual ritual that you got to cut your hair.
Oh, no. I say when I was a kid, I thought that, 35 was when women, they cut their hair and they get old. When I turned 35, my take on that was I'm not even old enough to be a cougar yet. That was just funny shit.
Nowadays, you're 30 and you're a fucking cougar.
No, I say when I turned 35, I was like, I'm not even old enough to be a cougar yet. I'm not even there.
I mean, nowadays you're 30. We think we're young, but goodness, you're old. Sorry. Sorry. There's no disrespect to the women out there above 30, or 30 at least. It's just
well, clearly you've never experienced an orgasm with a woman over 30, or you wouldn't be talking shit. You had that fucking hold on. That shit goes for 5 to 10 minutes.
See, Dane. Really? See, Dane. Now I'm gonna have to get serious on you. Now you brought out the serious.
They don't know how to be controlled by a woman. They're probably screaming right now.
My wife died at 41.
I'm sorry.
And I've experienced a woman's orgasm, and she's experienced mine, being that I have 2 kids. So I definitely think it's because I'm just funny. Shit, not serious. But as far as a woman comes, just thinking about it without even touching her. So yeah, you're talking to an experienced white German. I'm just giving you fair warning.
My partner. I said I'm mixed blood, and my partner's Viking heritage also.
Oh, nice. So you know how Vikings can be then.
Well, sadly, I know a thing or two about white men. No.
Awesome. Yeah. So you said sadly. I doubt it's sadly.
But it's funny, right? You know it's funny. I wouldn't be. Ange wouldn't have handed me the phone if I couldn't give you that joke. Because she knows me.
Right on. That's why I always say
my dad's an old white man. I'm bitter.
The best. So I'm for the ladies when it comes to that. A woman makes a man. A woman makes a man. That's my own personal opinion. That's another show. So
and that's part of the Beltane celebration. Those fertility rites and those fertility rituals.
Right.
All part of the flow.
Then what's Samhain? If Beltane, what's Samhain in the pagan thing?
Samhain is okay. So this is great. That's actually where I was going to kind of start leading into. So Samhain, Samhain. It's spelled Samhain, but the pronunciation is Samhain. And that is the Halloween celebration, to which Beltane is the opposite celebration. They are opposites on the year of the wheel. No, Samhain, Halloween is the celebration and the honoring of the thinning of the veils between the worlds. It's the time when our ancestors and those who have transgressed the veils between the worlds are the most available to us. In Celtic tradition. And so this opposite moon, I say the Samhain, is when the sun is in Scorpio and the moon is in Taurus. Now what we have around Beltane is when the sun is in Taurus and the moon is in Scorpio. And at that time, we have a similar celebration in Tibetan tradition where it's called the Wesak full moon or the Buddha full moon. And so it's the same, whereas Samhain is the sun is in Scorpio and the moon is in Taurus. The Wesak full moon is when the sun is in Taurus and the moon is in Scorpio. And both of those celebrations on opposite positions in the world are celebrating the thinning of the veils between the worlds and are celebrating the ancestors and the ascended masters who've gone before, whose teachings become and whose energy becomes the most available to us during those times of year. I think I lost him.
No, you didn't lose me. I'm watching like 3 screens at the same time.
So they wanted research on May Day. You wanted research on May Day, man. You can't get better than that.
So,
well, if those were the festivals that it all started from, where does May Day tie into this? How does the communism and
colonization. It's colonization because it's easier to convert people by adopting their holidays and changing them slightly than it is to just keep slaughtering them. You gain more slaves if you compromise their holidays and make them into yours. Catholicism is a prime example of that.
All right.
And there's some good things to the current model of May Day, but it's when we put it all on one day, it de-radicalizes everything else. The old roots, and those aren't the first roots. We've gone through these transitions on this planet more than once. And the laws that were laid down in Sumeria and Egypt and Rome and moving forward, there were things that came before that we don't even touch on.
You ever watch the Boondock Show?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm an old black guy. That's my picture. That's what they say.
Your mic is still on, dude.
All right, I'm going to turn y'all back over to Miss Ann. It's been a pleasure, gentlemen.
All right, thank you, Dave.
So you guys want the history of May Day? I mean, I got it sitting in my bedroom smoking weed with me, so there you go.
Aaron?
Blueberry Kush, she said. Blueberry Kush.
Aaron.
Suck a dick up to the
Oh my God.
What is Aaron doing? He sounds like he's having more fun at his house than me, and I don't like it. No, I'm just kidding. Was that Tyler laughing?
Yeah. His worst event is making a phone call.
You were making a phone call?
Yeah, I forgot the mic was on. Oh.
Well, now, is she an astrologist? Now, how does she?
Okay, let me tell you the story of. Tell you the story of Day. She is like one of the most inspiring people in Arizona. Like, she does so much activism day after day after day of all different types here in Arizona. She's so educated and knowledgeable about so many different aspects. She's just educated, and that's the thing. That's what we want people to be, is educated.
You mean everything we read on the internet is not true?
You're true, huh?
Like I'm fucking gonna run right out here. I knew the cops Somebody gets left fucking alone, then.
Also, Preston, you had some other things you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. Well, let's see. We went over the InfoWars and the Russians. No, from the last one was it's a Vault 7 leak that's hardly getting any attention, but it involves the Obama's transferring of $300 billion of private investor money from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to help fund Obamacare subsidies. It's classic fascism. Yeah, it's a stealing of and totally illegal.
Yeah.
But took private money that was dividend money from those private quasi-private entities and transferred them into a pool for Obamacare subsidies to help fund all that business.
There's just the level of fuckery that goes on with the government, whether it be Obamacare, until we have universal health care, I hate to preach it, but until we have it, it's going to be hard for everybody. And this being from a person that's had multiple surgeries, I mean, whether you're either too poor to afford it and it's given to you through Social Security or the welfare system, or you work but you still pay, so whether there's a system, whether like Obamacare or whether it's universal health care, either way, you're going to be paying for it. And it's something that's needed, While I don't agree with all modern medicine, I do agree in some aspects because I have children. That being forced to pay medical insurance is bullshit.
Well, that was a bad solution, essentially, the insurance industry is what drives up the price.
I agree.
On medications
I agree.
And medical services. And, the double-edged sword of this is that, you need medical services to stay alive, and yet the government is requiring you to pay out that. Didn't they, some people's, premiums, went up the roof,
Trouble in
You
trouble.
either, like I was saying, if you're either poor, low income, and you have government insurance, or you work. Now, the next tax bracket is tax bracket anywhere from between 20 and 100,000. Let's say, okay, you're looking at anywhere for a family. Let's just say, mom and for insurance, you can be paying anywhere from $250 to $500 a month or more. And if you add a spouse, it can go up to $800. And then you have things like coin insurance and deductibles. All those things just add up to where you're basically working to survive.
That's pretty much where I'm at. If I don't work,
Yep.
I can't pay my bills, and I don't even pay all my bills. So it's like, well, what am I left with? Nothing. Oh, we just had lost somebody.
She's muted out. Well, what you don't
I'm
do though
here.
is use methods like that and and fall into the fascist scheme of using government to force private companies and steal private
I'm not even
money.
kidding you. Day was at my house the other day putting lavender on my mosquito bites. we are so not about we don't like Zika fairies. That's a whole
Olive oil in the Zika fairy pond.
yeah, olive oil in the Zika fairy pond. We don't fall into the line of wanting to pay for pharmaceuticals. So Obamacare, on that aspect, they make you pay fines if you don't have medical insurance. And I'm not going to pay into the corporation pharmaceutical.
Having access for me?
No.
Discounts for my pets.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, even
Thank
like a
you, Dave.
Cuban socialist model is better than that. It's
Yeah.
Well, essentially, somebody's making money off of your misery, and you're paying to stay alive. And it's not kind of like a little bit; it's a lot.
Yeah.
but at the same time, you don't want government running things because the costs go up, the service goes down. They're not smart enough to manage the great ideas that they have.
If you don't fit X, Y, and Z, you won't get your liver transplant.
Let me give you the info.
You kind of need a liver,
Yeah, you can't live without that one.
Oh, you were drinking too much, and that's how you got your liver out? Oh, okay. Well, you don't qualify, so you can't stay alive.
Right. Well, yeah, you can't abuse the organ donation list either. I mean, just because you want to keep drinking, you want a liver so you can keep drinking. I mean, that's not the best excuse.
I've got a good brother, an anonymous brother, well known in the UK, that has had a lot of medical surgeries, and he's on a donor list. And every time he goes to the hospital, I see it on the Facebook over the last 3 years, and it breaks my fucking heart. With all the money that the government spends on war, we should be able to help people. And I'm not saying organ farming, I'm saying technology research. I mean, the money is being put in all the wrong places, instead of fixing humanity, taking care of humans, no GMO products, moving forward in the right direction. It's moving towards greed.
The technology is actually out there in the
You have
medical
lighters.
industry,
You
but
come over here to steal my lighters?
But our biggest
Really?
wall blocker
Yeah.
is essentially the
fucking dick.
FDA.
Aaron's a fucking dick. I'm just saying. I swear on everything that's holy. When my iOS is up, man, I'm gonna make a giant meme. I'm meme him every time he does something like this. His wall will be spammed. I'll make him change his settings. Aaron.
Aaron. Please, because you're interrupting me, and my transport is off.
No, your transponder
But
is
I got
on.
Because you're fucking me up.
I got a silly subject.
Like, really, I can't chill
What's
with
that?
you and do this show. I just,
Have you heard of a Maine Coon
I
kitty?
like having too much fun with you.
Maine Coon?
No, it's man.
Man, no.
No.
Maine Coon kitties. Maine Coon kitties are like the largest of the cats. They're like twice the size of like a small dog, I guess. They get pretty big. I got a kitten yesterday, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Oh man, that's like a bobcat or something.
Pretty close. Pretty close. Pretty close. He was a rescue kitten.
Police don't fucking play, bro.
I don't think I've ever rescued a cat, but I've rescued a lot of dogs.
I rescue so many animals. I mean,
Unfortunately.
I can't help it.
You usually get them dirt cheap when you rescue them anyway. You know.
You out of here, brother?
Yeah, I got them for free. There was 3 kittens, and they were all rescued. So I was like, I'll take this one.
Yeah.
He has a huge fluffy tail, and he kind of looks like a squirrel. But he literally takes his claws and climbs things like curtains. Like I'm gonna have to get lots of cat trees with this one.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, I just definitely want you to drive careful. Get some fresh air, man. Get some fresh air in my house.
But I will be right back. Gonna do dinner. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
All right.
So what exactly was this with the subsidies thing? So essentially, the information that is leaked out in the Vault 7 could
I mean, it's just not.
That's some big shit.
I'm just.
Yeah, no, there's
I'm just trying to tell you.
there's probably going to be committee hearings and so forth on it. I mean, because it involves Obama, it's going to be put back a little down the line. But you think of all the things Nixon did years ago, and I mean that is just outrageous.
Well, he's out of office, but that doesn't mean he's still. His administration is still unprosecutable.
It shouldn't. I mean, that's what we're going to have to do because they're getting so used to stealing and all this criminal activity. If you don't throw some of them into jail, it's just going to continue and get worse.
Yeah.
That's why it's to the point where it is now, because they know they're not going to do anything about it. You got so many cowards up there in Congress willing to go along with it.
Well, I heard that whole FBI case that James Comey had on Hillary Clinton. Part of what this is just a rumor that I heard somewhere on the internet. Partially was the investigation was stopped because it was tied into Pizzagate. You ever hear about that?
Yeah, well, that goes with the Clintons that went to what was that guy's last name?
It was Anthony Weiner. He was caught in one of those private jets with underage prostitutes.
Oh, and Podesta was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, hi. Can I say something quickly? I'm not going to be on the show tonight.
Okay.
I just wanted to say thanks to all the viewers and everyone that's supported me. But I'm not with ABV anymore. It's over for me. I didn't want to rip off ideas or anything. I just want to be left alone now. So, thanks, guys.
Jay, what's going on, brother?
I'm going, okay.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
I'm taking myself off
Jay.
admin and everything, so
Jay.
I don't want
JC.
when law stuff gets talked about and charges, I don't want to know about it.
Well, how they go?
My show, we know it's someone else's, so it's up to them to sort it out now. I'm fed up of taking all the blame.
Why would you even take the blame?
Yeah, who's putting charges on this show?
It's not your fault.
I basically created a page because someone asked me to. I'm not saying who it was, but this isn't my show. Okay.
So what's the problem then? I mean, there's no reason for you to leave. There's nothing that's your fault.
Because I need to walk away because Tyler knows. Tyler's seen what's going on.
So it's
But
only
he,
one
he's
person.
choosing
So
to stay.
everybody else, so everybody else that's supposedly your brother and sister, what are we just left out in the dark and just like what's going on with our brother Jay?
I don't know what's going on, man. But I didn't want to be a part of the idea.
Well, essentially,
like-
somebody's threatening a lawsuit on us because they say that we stole their idea. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But,
Oh, well,
yeah,
this
but
is
what
new
I'm
to
saying is I
me.
didn't want to be a part of any of that. I just thought
All
this
right,
was
so-
like, can I talk? Just like neighbors
Yes, go
and
ahead. Sorry.
home and away. That's how I thought of it. It was just like two soaps. Do you know what I mean?
All right.
Makes sense.
Okay.
All right. Can I speak, please?
Yeah.
I mean, can I put my 2 cents in, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. First of all, there's a lot of talk shows out here. There's not just one person that created or want to threaten somebody for an idea. Okay? If that was the case, Oprah Winfrey would have got charged. Phil Murray or what?
Yeah,
what-
George said. George
Phil-
says, "Let them bring it." You know, like I'm not afraid of the lawsuit.
I'm sorry. This is my own personal opinion. Talk shows has been around forever. So for someone to sit there and fucking threaten my brother is a fucking coward, in my opinion.
Holy fuck! Don't tell me you guys are talking about this right now, right here. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, somebody threatened us with a lawsuit.
Fuck that. Brother Jay came on, and he's talking about he's leaving. No, I'm sorry. This is live.
He's not.
But this is
Everything.
bullshit.
See, the problem is between new fags and old fags, and is the whole issue with not being able to take a troll. This is what divides right now. Divides Anonymous and the Hate Factory. I mean, a lot of those people were fucking activists or are activists. The only issue that we're seeing right now is that people can't handle a troll. If a troll pisses me off, I block him. Move on. Who cares?
All right.
You know,
I
if
mean,
you really feed the troll.
I just got banned today for 7 days. My account has gotten banned. Okay. At first, I got pissed off when it first happened in LawSec. I got pissed off and I let it get to me.
No,
personally.
Ron. Tyler's seen the screenshot.
Well, you know,
It's not just
Daniel
trolling.
Lucy's saying that
Oh,
they
you're
can't
talking
sue
about
you.
my screenshot.
Yeah, Daniel
Are you
Lucy's
talking about
saying they can't sue us. It only counts if you copyright something, and there's no copyright on his
He's
show.
not gonna. You guys are so funny. They're laughing so hard at you guys right now. You have no idea. They're probably laughing right now at you guys doing this. You guys gotta not feed them, because you know what I see every time I see
all
them.
right, George.
I
Don't
just
worry about it,
laugh.
George. It's all good. Don't
Now, what
apologize,
show
George.
is it that they're allegedly copying or copying
Nah,
too
don't-
close?
It's apparently something's for the laws, and we're not catching it because we haven't caught wind of it.
They're fucking with you
So
guys. They're not gonna do anything. If they had,
I know they're not
How's he
gonna
going to
do anything.
prosecute me from
Of course
Canada?
Well, it would cost them money, and they're not gonna spend money.
Oh man, this is
I'm not
just
even
spending
I'm
the
not
money they're
even
supposed
worried
to be
about the
spending money
lawsuit,
on.
but I'm telling Brother Jay, why is he got to leave? Because he's threatened? Because he feels
He's
threatened?
not. Me and Jay have been talking about this, and I'm not doing this
Jay's
here.
trolling me then. Is that what's
already
going on now?
I've already taken myself off admin completely.
Sounds like a troll to me. No, it doesn't. Sorry.
Well, if they are
And I don't
trolling
find
me,
that as a joke.
I've
I
had
really
enough
don't.
of it anyway. I can't be bothered with it anymore. I'd rather just be left alone.
Well, I respect that then. If that's the case, then I respect your decision. I'm sorry to hear that you're going to leave. I'm sorry you're going through problems. I was always here for you. And if that's your decision as a man, that's your decision. I can't stop you.
All right,
Why
thank you.
is Rose? Is Rose angry with me because I was going?
No, not at all.
Why is she saying kick him or I'm going? What's she on about?
I didn't catch that.
That must have been something personal, Jay.
She's messaged me.
Yeah, she just messaged you personally. So just
kick him or you choose. Kick who?
Apparently me. Apparently Rose wants me kicked.
Why? What have you done? Oh, what is going on? I can't handle this shit anymore.
Apparently,
I thought
somebody don't like
we were
my
trying
truth.
to bring unity.
Well, that's what it's all about is unity. And that's what it's supposed to be like. Not division, not segregation, free will, free of
It
knowledge.
doesn't feel like we're bringing unity.
Free of
It feels
truth.
like
No,
we're
you're
making more
absolutely right.
division.
You're absolutely right. It doesn't feel like it. I'm glad you brought that up. It does not feel like unity. Everybody's even divided.
It feels
And you
like
know
we're
what?
even losing
And you know
track
what?
with
They
each other
win.
since the show. This show is destroying us.
You see that? Let them win. That's what the fuck they want. They want to create division. They want to create racism. They want to create all knowledge not being free. So let's push this person out. Let's kick this person out.
I know.
Go ahead.
But dude, when lawsuits get said, and I just don't need shit.
Even
like that,
Lousy
man.
even said he get live bans of copyright. There's never been a copyright besides music. Even Lousy's even saying it. So if it's coming to the threats, fuck them. Bring it. That's what I say. If that's why you're leaving, I say bring it.
I'm leaving.
You know?
It's not my show. I'm not the boss, but I always seem to take all the problems.
Nobody's
on board.
the boss. That's the thing. Nobody's the fucking boss, Jay. We're all one.
Yeah.
We're all one. So I don't understand why you allowing it to get to you, brother. Like, don't let them win. Don't. Fight it
Tyler
yourself.
saw the screenshot, and he's really pissed, isn't he, Tyler?
Well, how many times has that individual said crazy stuff, and then we had the sabotaging, and they're all blind threats, brother.
Right. Stop with the threats. If you're gonna do it, why would you fucking make a threat? A real man is gonna sit there and not.
Left.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm calling you out, JC. I think that's bullshit. I really do. I think you need to get added back on.
Are you mad at me because I'm taking all the blame?
Yeah, I am pissed because you're taking all the blame. You're absolutely right. Absolutely.
I'm fed up of people attacking me because all I was trying to do was bring unity and bring.
Then tell them to bring it to me. Then bring it to me too. Aaron Goldberg, bring it to me. Don't blame just my brother Jay. We are fucking one.
I guess they're gonna have to hit all of us. So.
I mean, we're a fucking team.
I don't want a fucking lawsuit, guys. I'd rather just walk away. It's just not worth it. I mean, all I was doing that on the show, just cause.
Look, even
awareness,
Ali says she can assure you it's
bring
bullshit,
unity,
bro. We all believe it's
bring
bullshit.
people together.
Yeah, it's all. Jay, it's.
Look, even George is saying, bring it to him too.
Yeah.
I mean, yo.
Yeah. We aren't making money.
Whoever it is,
we don't have anything copyrighted.
There's nothing to have.
Yeah, there's nothing to have.
My free speech, it goes nowhere.
I just wanted it.
Yeah, man.
All I gotta say,
guys, let me talk.
All right.
What's the point in unity?
Go ahead.
Everyone wants to watch it burn.
All right, you're right. Okay, I agree with you on that. Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely. 100%, Jay. Yeah, absolutely correct.
We try our hardest. We try every day.
Absolutely.
We
fight
ideas.
every day. As soon as we wake up we go to bed, we are fighting every day. That's what we do. And now you're giving up.
I can't do it anymore.
Wow.
Because I'm not happy. I need to go back.
Okay, then I can respect that. If you're not happy doing what you're doing, you need time off. That's what you need.
Yeah.
You don't need to fully leave, but you need time off, brother. That's it. If you're not happy, if oneself is not happy, then you need to do what you need to do.
Before I was an anon, I was an anarchist.
Okay. I was too.
I was boots on the ground. I didn't even have an anon mask. And it's been a long time.
Okay.
I've been anonymous for a long time, and I don't feel like people.
What do you think? Everybody loves each other.
Things are the same anymore.
People are not the same anymore. They're just not. But doesn't mean we give up. Doesn't mean we give up, brother.
I know, but the last few months I've been attacked flat out since I've been doing stuff with the show. And
then you should have said. Then you should have told them attack me too. You are me. We are one. We may be different individuals, but we are one.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna put it on you, then you know what I say.
They're gonna come out into all of us. So.
That's my personal fucking opinion. And if nobody likes it, oh well. I mean, you can stick it where the sun don't shine, buddy.
But the thing is, what they don't understand is I'm not trying to censor anyone, and I'm always the one that says we should give someone a first go, but I'm not the final decision. I'm fed up with people thinking that I'm the final decision, and I'm not. We all know I'm not.
People, there is no rank. There is no misconception of that. Think that there's a rank, they're absolutely wrong. Look, I've had people personally contact me thinking that it was my show. Personally, my show. We are all one. It's all of our shows. All of us. Person or two person or things. No. It's all of us. And this is to have. Take the blame. Then you're taking the blame for all of us, not just yourself. They might be targeting you. And if they're targeting you, then it's your responsibility as a there and tell your team, yo, I'm being fucking targeted. Let's talk about it.
Oh my God.
Fuck the unity really is. We call it like we see it, Brother Jay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've been through a lot on this show. Remember that time when somebody hacked us lifetime? That was pretty funny. Hell yeah, we made it through that, man.
Guys, I'm gone. I've already taken myself off the page.
Worry. Don't worry, I'm gonna make sure about that.
Yeah, we'll get you back on.
And you just take the time off. Problem. We'll help you fix the problem and the time that you need to.
I just want to be a viewer, man. I just want to be a viewer that comes on and says hello to everyone. Now and again, you know. I don't.
Well, I think. Please speak, your brother.
Anymore.
A personal comment on live, and to be honest, as a man, we're on time. I give you, and I'm.
Well, these people are blowing smoke because they don't realize they don't realize. Yeah, they don't realize how much a court case like that costs. That's how I can tell that they're blowing smoke. They're not going to do it.
But not only that,
they're full of shit.
Not only that, we don't even live in the same country they do.
I'm upset that I feel like I've made someone feel like we were all ripping off their idea. I'm not that type of person. I'm not like that. It upset me.
I don't think that at all.
People think I'm trying to rip off their show.
That's what I say. Fuck them. Bring it. Bring it to all of us. And are you prepared for that? That's the fucking question. Are you prepared for that? Are you ready for a team? My brother Jay, you attack all of us. And I got his back 110 fucking %.
They're not. They're just attacking me, though. You don't see it there. You really don't.
Well, I'm sorry I don't. But, you know, in general, this is the first I'm hearing of it. And I'm giving raw...
Tyler saw the message. I
raw
was told
feelings.
to walk.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it just seems like
to walk away.
It just looks like a blind threat.
I was told to walk away when I Tyler, and all of
you know what? Now I would have told that person that whoever told you to walk away. Right.
I agree with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly. Fuck off, man. You're a piece of shite. That's it. Oi.
Yeah.
Boots on the ground, right? Well, then act like fucking boots on the ground. Fucking back you down.
dude, I'm just going to go back to doing that, man. I'm going to get off the internet and just get back into protesting, man. So much happier when I was a protester. I've had enough of all this internet bollocks. I really have. I'd rather get arrested.
I don't blame you.
Fucking smashing a window.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing with. I don't blame you. Honestly, I'm tired of it too. To be honest, yeah, I'll be honest. I'm tired of it too. But
you mean the crazy messages that we get?
It's just bullshit.
I don't even pay attention to them.
Bullshit.
I don't read them shits. I don't want to be bothered with that shit. I got too much going on in my life.
The infighting.
You guys saw that.
The infighting is so intense.
Well, I got it. Motherfuckers are funny.
There is no unity. No one wants unity. Everyone loves division. Have you seen the groups?
Absolutely.
The groups are all fucking filled
full
with
of
different
shit too.
genres.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. Cannot deny you there.
It's all a setup to burn.
It always has been a setup, though. You do know that. I mean, you do know it's always been a setup. Since the day we were born, it's a setup. Since the day we're fucking born, it's a setup for us. It's always an uphill battle for us.
I'm looking at the groups. I'm looking at the members. And it's just full division.
Too, huh?
Tyler, can you agree with me? Tyler, can you agree with me? These
Oh,
groups
Tyler.
set up to divide. Please agree with me.
Which ones though?
A lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't always see that kind of stuff going on, within the groups.
What it is I think that the two names for people who own these groups are so busy that they don't have time to clean the members.
Yeah, I agree.
Groups are just getting overrun.
I agree. You out? You good?
Because I asked someone the other day who owns a certain group, which I think is cleaning. Because Aaron, you told me I think it needs cleaning too.
Asshole. I love you.
Yeah, you said it needed cleaning yourself. You told me.
I got some serious shit going on right now. Yeah. Oh, nice one, bro.
Aaron, what?
All right, bro. Later. Drive careful. Love you, man. Peace. Fuck. Bad news. All right.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Nothing. I mean, respect to you, brother. That's all I gotta say. One love. I want you to find happiness. That's my personal opinion.
Bro? God, that sounded a bit fucking full on. What happened then?
What are you talking about? You talking to me?
Yeah, you sounded like you were getting having a problem. You okay?
No. Oh no, I have no problem, brother. No, what I'm saying is I respect your decision. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to say that the other day you said to me that certain groups needed cleaning.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Groups are overpopulated and overran. Absolutely, that I did say. So
and they are causing division because they need to be cleaned up.
Oh, like that one that I'm moderator of. Yeah, definitely. I've been talking about that for weeks since I've been put on. It's turned into like it's turning that.
I'm not denying. LawSec got 50,000 members.
I'm in one that's way bigger than that.
So just think of LawSec, how big it used to be. LawSec is not even LawSec anymore.
I don't know. It
used to be laugh at your security.
It was
now it's just people fucking reporting. Now it's just people reporting other memes. It's a meme fucking group. So yeah, when I sit there and I say that groups are overpopulated.
Well, it is kind of deceiving. You go with George. Yes, that is my.
You're gonna sit here and tell me the old fags not laughing at us right now? Like literally, you're gonna sit here and tell me old fags not laughing at us? Please tell me.
Well,
But you don't think old fags are laughing at us? What do you mean? What? That's plain and day.
I don't know, man. I just I'm taking.
What you mean you don't know? Old fags right now. The fact that this is going on live, old fags are laughing at us. Now it's a fucking joke.
Came on to say bye, really. I mean, you could get on with
But
the
you
show.
don't understand the big picture, though. See, you seen it one-sided. That's what you're doing.
Right.
You're being selfish right now.
Yeah, every. Well, I mean, Jay. I mean, I've talked.
No,
to
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm keeping it real with Brother Jay. He's being selfish right now because he's coming live. So all the old fags right now, that even if they are listening, with the little bit of viewers we have tonight,
I came live to say bye to you all, to give you respect for how
you really
good
don't
you've been
understand,
towards
brother.
me.
Okay.
Well,
maybe I'm taking it wrong, Tyler. I don't know, Preston. I don't know.
Well, no,
Maybe I'm taking it wrong.
I mean, this is everywhere. I mean, if you want to look at groups that are infiltrated, look at the militia, and then the shit we got to deal with. I mean, FBI informants everywhere. I mean, it's just part of the deal. It's a sad part of the deal.
Preston, I came on to say thanks to everyone. I didn't
No,
come on to fucking upset anyone.
No, I've enjoyed talking to you over the days.
And I hope that I can carry on, the chat.
Yeah, you can come in the chat anytime you want, brother. I'm just saying that this individual, I've talked to you several times about this individual that, it's better to not talk with him or deal with him because, he's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, but the weird thing is he put me back admin and that, and he's been really peaceful with me, and then this.
I know. Jay, he does this on purpose all the time. It's like every couple of weeks you're coming to me about this individual. It's like it's like a bad relationship, like a bad girlfriend, right?
Just bullshit drama.
Yeah.
Drama king.
Well, it's not necessarily. I mean, to the outside, to the person going into this bad thing, it doesn't seem like it's bad. You keep on getting lured in by these hey, I'll help you out with this and blah 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 this and this will be okay and blah 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 blah. But in actuality, what's happening is that you're the one being manipulated and you're not seeing it. But the best thing to do is to walk away from all that chaos, and the chaos will stop.
That's right.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're all good. We're good, Jay. You're good. Remember when we left him in a chat for Remember when we left him in a chat for 2 days and he was talking to himself?
Who's that?
The guy who's threatening the lawsuit.
Oh my god.
I mean, of all the things to file a lawsuit over, I mean, that's really lame. You stole my idea for what, anonymous.
We're not making any money though. That's why I don't understand.
That's why it's bullshit, Jay. Because you just bite.
There's nothing there. I mean, really nothing. They can't get your free speech. You're streaming on friggin' Facebook. You've got a name and a panel and everything. I mean, it just
nothing's copyrighted. Anybody can copy this show if they wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, talk about somebody that's really blowing smoke and doesn't realize how much money it takes.
When the show was made, when we all created the show, because it's an anonymous show, it's not mine, it's not the other guy's show, it's everyone's. When it was created, I just thought of it like when you get soaps, like you get Neighbours and Home and Away, and you get things like X-Files and Outer Limits. You have I thought this was just like that, it was another show, competition to another show. Not that we were ripping people off. I just thought it was just another show. Does that make sense?
That's essentially what it is, Jay.
I mean, how many thousands of shows are out there? Everybody streams live now. You can say anything.
Yeah.
It's a free speech zone, right? I mean, what are they possibly going to say? I mean, if there is there another Anonymous Bites Back show out there? That's about the only way they could even say anything. But even then, it's not unless you've copyrighted it and all the other things, it goes nowhere.
That's essentially an anti-anon thing, and I've even caught one guy.
It's not a troll though, because
I'm
not going to say his name, but the person that we're talking about, his friend, who you're in IRC with, Tyler.
Yeah.
messaged me to say that he is really pissed that we stole the idea, basically.
Well, he can be mad all he wants. That's essentially what he's become as a little child, on the internet. But in actuality, when it comes to the legality of what we're doing, we are in the clear. We're good.
Oh man, I've taken myself off the page.
We get you back on.
I don't want to come back on, man. I just want to be left alone, I think. For a little bit. I just know. Why was Rose telling me to get rid of Ron? What's going on?
I have no clue what's going on there.
Seriously, when we all start this show, I thought it was to try and fucking.
Oh, it was to go out and spread the
Anonymous wanted unity.
Spread the message and try and get our reach further, and that's essentially what we've done. And these bystanders are essentially similar to what we're gonna fight, out there in the streets. There's always going to be deterrents. There's always going to be people out there, but if we keep on striving and pushing and sending the message out there, this is the thing. We've had a lot more reach than this when we deal with our posts and stuff like that. Essentially, because when you put an article out there or you post a video, people are less. When it's more interactive like this and it's live time, the people get more hooked, and that's the good thing about this show. Is that we have more
I don't
reach.
understand why people are hating on us though, because we don't like fucking dox people on show or anything, or say we're going to do stuff.
Because we're doing a good thing, Jay. That's why they hate us.
Yeah, even if you're you mentioned being a boot on the street, all the same tactics are being used there in the physical world. They're a little different, but you're still getting blocked. You have these people saying things. Counter groups, counter protesting. I mean, there's all kind of tactics, the same kind of things going on, like in the internet with Facebook or whatever. It's the same shit.
Free speech is being silenced.
Well, yeah, essentially, the things that we're fighting are the same things that we're fighting against, and we will get that among our peers. And
guys, did you think it's weird about Rockefeller and fucking he just dies and then fucking London gets attacked?
Yeah, you were talking about that. I want you to talk about that a little bit, Jay, because you're pretty spot on when it comes to like weird coincidences.
Well,
basically,
the Illuminati
Rockefeller and the Illuminati Rockefeller was a big part of the Illuminati. I think he was like a cornerstone in their pyramid.
Well, you remember you spotted that. The incident. You spotted that incident like 5 hours before it even happened. That's what weirded me out. You're good at spotting. Remember you, and then all of a sudden there was like these news things coming on about that attack in Westminster.
And that was yesterday, right?
I think something's happened.
Yeah.
I told you. I said that I thought something was going to happen.
Look
after Rockefeller died.
Look at the date. Yesterday was 3/22, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
What
does that mean?
What is it?
Well, it would mean for a Brit it'd be the other way around, but for the American way of writing the date, the 3/22 goes back to the number that's the skull and bones under the skull and bones cross. Isn't it 3/22?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Illuminati symbology. They like to do certain dates, certain numbers, so 3/22 makes sense.
So they're retaliating for David Rockefeller's death, yeah?
Possibly in a ritualistic way.
Yeah, they do. Well, if you look at it from the witch's side or the occultist side, it's something like that. Especially when people die, is an offering to the god or an offering for that date. Whatever the deed is, and it's on one of their symbolic dates. So, yeah, I mean. It's just the strange way they think.
Yeah, this as well, guys. The helicopters that rescued the people that had been shot from the scene. They were Freemason helicopters.
I wasn't aware of that.
They had the Freemason symbols on the helicopter. I got the pictures, Tyler. I'll have to show you.
Yeah, you have to show me.
They got their own helicopters?
Probably.
No, but get this: the
Well, I'm
people
sure
that
they
got
do.
attacked were rescued by the people that probably caused the attack.
Oh, yeah.
You have this drunk Mason in a helicopter with a sniper rifle, right? You're gonna do the shit.
Oh fuck! What about those pictures of Rockefeller though? I can't get it out of my head.
Well, essentially,
those are weird.
Yeah, essentially, what you're doing is you're doing a reversal image, or you're doing some sort of filtering. But it was a little crazy with the symbology. But then again, when you look at that picture, with the reversal or with the filter on, there is some photoshopping going on there, and the photoshopping going on is the ridges above the brow.
Yeah.
So that makes it a farce. That's not using a filter. That means somebody doctored the image a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And pictures are fake, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't mean the original filter wasn't there, but some of the stuff in the image is fake.
Like their triangle and stuff.
No, that's real. It was part of the filter.
Really?
But I'm saying is the ridges on top of the that you showed from the image you showed me. Those have been edited in. Those have been put in digitally.
Fuck. So the IRR on that was real, yeah.
Well, I mean, essentially, yeah. I mean, you can do filtering on anybody's image and start seeing weird patterns. Especially with skin pigmentation. There are people with birthmarks that look like countries and states and symbols and chess pieces and this and that, words, letters. So it's not out of the norm. It's just seeing patterns.
Well, there's certain patterns. There are random patterns out there, but our eye picks up on certain things and associates them with other things that we know. They're not really related, but you see them and they look similar. So it's.
Is that kind of related to what's known as the Fibonacci sequence? Is that there is a specific order within the chaos, and that there are certain patterns that make up. Oh, I'm getting weird on you.
Well, no, it's a mathematical world. Those relationships are there. They're going on all the time. That's the physical world that you live in. Whether people realize it or not, that is happening.
That was
but it's nothing.
That was the whole basis of I think it was. You ever seen the movie Pi? 3.14. By that guy who made
was he an Indian guy?
No, Requiem for a Dream.
He was cast at sea or something. Is that the same?
Yeah, no. Essentially, this is a crazy movie. So Pi is based on this mathematician who is trying to predict stock numbers using the Fibonacci sequence, and because he was essentially correlating the Fibonacci sequence to patterns in nature, all sorts of stuff. But here's where the movie goes a little weird. So they wanted to. He was trying to find correlations to 3.14 and how it makes a perfect circle, but 3.14 is an imperfect number, pi, and essentially the numbers go on forever. But in the movie it goes a little weird, gets a little sci-fi, and essentially this was like the name of God, and all these rabbis were coming after him, and he ends up drilling a hole in his head in the end of the movie to make the weird stuff stop happening.
Sounds cool. It sounds like a good film, man.
Yeah, he also did The Swan.
Can we talk about trying to think of something positive?
Mayday, Mayday March. Woo!
Yeah. Did you put a video up for me?
Yeah, I can pull it. I can start. Let me just silence it.
You can put it up now, can you? Oh, cool.
Hey, that Rose was going to get into, maybe she never finished, but how the Antifa figured into those marches and that date as well. It's
right.
What I see, the Antifa. I mean, Yeah, if you're smart, you're going to be an anti-fascist, of course. I mean, who wants that? But it's the things that they do or that are more Marxist, the totalitarian rather and anarchist rather.
Well, yeah, I was hoping George, would jump on, and talk about some of this,
I wanted to talk about the Guidestones and something that I was reading about yesterday actually, which was that the Illuminati planned to kill 5 billion people, and I don't know what the date is by the time, but that they want 500 million left.
Yeah, that's on the Georgia Guidestones.
Yeah, that's a Guidestone.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think about that, guys? Do you think that's a World War III or what the fuck? That's pretty much mind fucking shit, that, isn't it? 500 million and there's 6 billion in the world, so that means they've got plans to kill 5.5
Well,
billion.
this depopulation agenda, and I've actually found some truth to it. And I thought it was like all bullshit, and I know the Guidestones are out there, and there's a lot of proof to back it up. But for a long time I was like an unbeliever until I saw this one video, and I don't know the lady's fucking name for the light of day on me. And essentially, when the whole H1N1
Zeitgeist, was it?
No, this was something I had pulled up just by digging, and she was one of the people who used to work for the Center for Disease Control in the United States. And when the H1N1 virus, the swine flu, was going viral, and the CDC had made a big shit fit about it, she essentially put out a video saying that there was it didn't get much of attention either. She was saying that that they were testing something, not in the actual inoculation. They were testing something because they had two versions of the vaccine or the flu shot. So they had one that was in a nasal swab and they had one that was in the injection. She was saying that they were testing something in the nasal swab, which made her quit her job with the CDC, and she went down to a country where they couldn't extradite her for saying stuff like that.
So mad. It's all fucked up, isn't it? I mean, we got the Illuminati fighting us, we got the government fighting us, and now we've got ourselves fighting us. I just don't understand where we can win. It just seems like whatever we do, someone is trying to fucking.
Well, that's essentially what the elites do is they will. Here's what they do, and this is a calm.
Divide to conquer.
Yeah.
Order web cow.
Well, they play both sides. They will play the good side, and they will play the bad side, and they'll also play the third side, so that no side actually knows what the fuck is going on except for them.
Exactly. Anonymous is infiltrated. We're not all fucking anons. There is weird shit.
No,
going
yeah,
on
that's
Anonymous.
You got that right.
Yeah.
It would be
There's
easy to
really
do. Yeah,
weird
there's
shit
no
going
way to vet everybody and check the backgrounds, and there's no way to do it. So it's going to happen in the kind of numbers you have. It's going to happen. That's just the way. That's just part of life. Really,
Well,
I mean,
Tyler, we had
it doesn't
the
matter.
list before of feds that were in Anonymous.
Yeah, Sabu.
You get these lists.
Sabu.
Yeah. Give us a list of people on there to fucking block on Facebook, basically, wasn't it? Do you remember that list?
Oh yeah. There was people claiming that the groups that we are in were also federal agents, and I was just like, whatever. Okay.
There's like people on there to click off and stuff. Okay.
They just wanted to. It was what it really was. It was just two people arguing at each other, and one person said the other person was a federal agent.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, don't beat yourself up because, I mean, I've been in the professional life as an engineer and so forth. You never get everybody on the same page. That never happens.
No.
It doesn't matter what project you're on, what the topic is, what industry.
Hey, Preston, I got a topic.
What's that?
What do you think about what's going on in East Africa? and the Turkish Airlines?
I'm not familiar with that one. Did a plane blow up or?
No, something really good is coming on. Do you know about the famine that's going on in in Somalia?
Famine, well, that one, yeah. Most of Africa has problems, especially the interior. Yeah, where it's arid.
Especially the east coast of it in Somalia. I mean, of course, there's different regions that are
right,
that are going through their own crisis. But in Somalia specifically, over 100 people are dying a day, and nobody's talking about it.
100 million,
especially over here in America.
That numbers. It seems like those numbers are thrown off.
No, I didn't say 100 million. I said 100 people, like over 100 people, not 100 million a day. And this is from starvation and dehydration.
Well, you know what you got going on in Somalia is they've been in a civil war for the last 20 years, so they don't really have an established government, and the only way to make a dollar out there is to be a pirate.
Be a pirate,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Or
when we destroyed Libya, that took a big chunk of organized, and the little bit that was going on in Africa, especially in the northern part, it got totally destroyed once we took out Gaddafi and Libya. So I mean, we're a big part of the problem.
Well, not only that, I believe a majority of their food and resources is all done through international donations. So when they don't get that shipment in, a lot of people are hurt. And and I believe Somalia isn't it a natural desert? So the only place to actually get a food source would be either to do irrigation, which there almost is no water, and then or be a fisherman. And unfortunately, being a fisherman out there, you can get the food, but you can't pay for anything else. There's no money.
Well, here's the thing. There's a tweeter by the name of Jack, and he's been talking about Somalia and really focused all his work into Somalia specifically. This is the reason why I brought this up. People are talking about,
Ron, I've seen some really sick, twisted, fucking Somalian type, Ethiopian type memes going around recently. I don't know if you've seen them.
Oh, the one with the kid. It says, "I'm starving." And it has the one with the Cookie Monster on it, and I'm hungry. The little kid.
Unfortunately, I've been banned again, so I haven't really been able to see anything.
That's what I was telling you about earlier, Aaron. Why are you flipping out? I can't add you to a banned account.
Right. Yeah, I apologize.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? That's why I need to.
Aaron, I tried
to tag you. Slap you sometimes, call you retarded.
You could have. Yeah, you should have called me retarded. I'm sorry.
Aaron,
I
tried to tag you in May Day, March earlier, but I couldn't because you weren't popping up. So I'm guessing your account's down again. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. They just love me. Apparently, they just love to report me, which is all good. I guess that's all part of the fun and games.
All part of the division. Exactly, you got it. That's what it is. Report.
Well, I mean, you can call it division if you want to, but I think it's funny. I mean, like I said, I got other things going on outside of Facebook. So if you want to ban me and report me, hey, go ahead, man. It's not the end of my life. I don't have to sit there and be on my phone every day.
George is saying something about they're going to have their main page for May Day by tomorrow.
Nice.
I thought we had a May Day page, did we not?
No, I know an individual out there. I just don't want to put his name out there, but he's doing one in Vancouver. So I don't want to put his name out there unless he wants me.
No, that's fine. Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I mean, that's just like
guys. Did the video go up of people being able to watch the video we made?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Are we getting any responses from?
I don't know. It was I kind of threw it up out of nowhere and didn't tell anybody about it. So let me see what they say.
Want to ask the audience, Tile, see what they think? Just say, what did you think of the video? I don't
But I
think they
think
want
you
to
just
talk
did,
to
Jay.
me right now. Like, I should do
I
it.
think I think you just did. You know, I think they heard you. you just asked it yourself, so I think everybody heard you. Right on, mate.
Hey, can I question something? Why Anonymous and these the Antifa? Why is it, when you pick a
The
day like
Antifa?
May 1st, which is a high witch holiday, and celebrate that, you're falling right into what you complain about all the time. You know, this is the Illuminati being in.
Well, Jay,
you know,
Jay
I mean,
said
that's,
it. Jay said it the best. It's created division. it's brainwash mentality.
well, no, you're
Exactly.
falling into the pagan and occult way of doing business. You know, on one side you kind of complain about it in a way, but on the other side you use their days and you're celebrating on the
We're
same
not
day.
celebrating
It's
it.
kind of
We're
weird.
fucking attacking them on their day. We're attacking them on their fucking holiday. Didn't you get it?
Oh, okay.
We're not falling in with them. We're attacking them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And whether it's pagan and whether it's Christianity, whether it's Jewish, whether it's Muslim, whether it's Swahili, whatever, it's all religion, right? And what is religion?
Just a belief system.
It's not even only just a belief system, but it's a way of controlling the masses and profiteering.
Sure. Yeah. Preston, you are right though, man.
That's what it boils down to. It's profiteering and control of the masses. Okay, look how much money goes into the church. All right, look at all the pastors and all the money. I mean, look where they live. Do you think honestly that those pastors are giving any money to the people that are actually attending and giving money and buying them a home? No, they're sitting there they're pretty sweet ass in a $20 million home, and while everybody else is struggling, giving their last dollar of their paycheck. That's the greatest. That's the greatest scam.
If the elite wanted to, they could fucking make the world comfortable and still be comfortable themselves. That's how selfish they are.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, you know, when it comes to religion,
They could save
all
the
religion
world.
is division.
They could make everyone rich. They could make everyone rich. That's how rich they are.
You know what I think? My personal opinion, you know, I really think, other than bringing up books and reading from books and everything, people really need to experience meditation, man. I mean, I'm one to talk. I'm not going to lie. I try it. I think I said it the other night. I fall asleep. But, you know, I really do think meditation is the way to go. And we got to look upon outside of ourselves, man. Everybody's got too much of this egotistical, think I'm the whatever, and it's like we are so beyond that. That's like belittling to me. It's people are not seeing the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And we get a flush toilet to that sound.
Man, that was a good one.
That was perfect. That was perfect timing. That's like we got to get beyond that level and then flush. Nice. Don't forget to wash the hands, by the way. You know.
Yeah, I didn't hear any water running.
But
Nil again, yeah.
I was feeling like shit earlier, but you know, I'm feeling better now.
That's good.
Yeah, my fibromyalgia kicks my ass every once in a while.
Well, I guess, I mean, you know, there was an obvious misread on my part there, but, you know, because when you hear they're protesting, it sounds like they're protesting on that day rather than what they're protesting. It's an unclear message, you know, at least from my point of view there.
I mean, that's your point of view.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
No, you straightened that out.
No, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Apologize.
I just, you know, I'm more factual type of character. That's all. You know, I'm factual and I like to look beyond the normal. I mean, call me weird.
I think attacking their celebration, like they're celebrating, so we're attacking it. We're stealing their thunder. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Other than May Day, right? Because that's what we got a month and a half for that. So did anybody
Yeah.
know his Pirate Bay was down again? Or
When are they not down?
They're not down. They're not down.
Yeah.
I gave you a link earlier for Star Wars.
Oh yeah, they were, but they're constantly moving around that server. I remember that one time when they got raided, when they had the server in the Ukraine, and everybody was locked up. I remember that. So they've been ducking and dodging for a while.
I mean, they've been absolutely. They've been doing it for years, you know. And I mean, that's. But it's just I mean, I didn't know if anybody knew, but that was like something that popped in my head, you know. Anybody hear about the Department of Labor in Idaho?
Nope.
No. Well, personal data was hacked, and over 100,000 people are at risk for information leaked.
Fuck.
I mean, in Department of Labor from Idaho in America.
Fuck.
What is that? Boise? Yeah, Idaho. That's the state, right? Look, I live in America. And I don't even know. I don't even pay attention. That's fucked up, right?
Back to school.
Back to school, right? Get brainwashed and know that they're states. I'm sorry. I just don't see. I just personally don't see states. I see Earth.
I'll say to the viewers now, Pirate Bay is back up, and Star Wars.
Oh, is it?
Rogue One is on there in 1080.
Oh, nice.
So go get it.
Nice. Well, no, get it before it goes back down.
I've already downloaded it, and I tested it for viruses. I scanned it. Everything's great.
Good.
Working.
Great. Send me one to my email so I can check it out.
Okay, bro.
But what else? What else did I read upon what happened this week? Oh man, a lot of things like is going crazy, Tyler. I don't know. What do you? So many things are just coming out of left field for me. I don't know about you, but
well, essentially, this is when you see stuff like the state of affairs of the world. When you see people uprising and protesting and stuff like that, it tells a pretty good picture is that the people of the world are fucking fed up with the system, fed up with this, fed up with that. And it's about time we stand up to our oppressors and stop all this fuckery. I believe that the average individual, I know that people say that there's a lot of sheep out there, but essentially there are people that believe stuff and they believe everything that they see and they hear. God, I just had a stoner moment.
Guys,
you're fine. Sometimes
who watches the news? I don't watch the news.
I don't watch the news.
I don't watch it. Sorry, I don't watch
Fuck
TV. I haven't watched TV in 2 years.
I listen to RT. I listen to RT. When I'm
I like
in
The
car,
Walking Dead, though.
But
I did when I had cable.
Well, in a way, it's important to watch them because that's enemy transmissions. You need to see what the kind of fake news and kind of crap they're coming up with, so you know how to counter it. Not that you believe it.
Not only that, they're always our government is always putting the Russians.
Did you use a voice changer real quick there, Tyler? I don't know. Your voice went really high. It was like it sounded like a female voice. I was like, hold on, there's a chick talking.
That was like second puberty. There you go.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay. Jay, that was perfect.
But no, our government is constantly putting the Russians as the enemy, and I'm just like, I'm staring at my head with a question mark and be like, no, not exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I'm past that. Like,
well, our government
I already know
our government isn't. Our government isn't past that.
No, they're looking for a narrative so they can do things. That's what
this is the exact same shit. This is the exact same shit that they did after World War II. Is that we put the communists, right, as the enemy, and then we made them. And here's the sad fact about Russia, during the Cold War, is that it was in shambles in a financial fucking crisis for a long fucking time. And we always like, there's Russian spies. And now there really were spies, but when you start putting a lot of time and effort and money, you start backing up that reinforcement that you are going to press the red button and you are going to start something. So the other country,
a fake war, though, wasn't it?
It's a fucking
fake
psyop.
war. They were all fucking fake. They're all pretexts. They're all fucking set up.
Yeah.
And do you know the scary thing is that they're all funded on both sides by the same people. The Nazis were funded by fucking Prescott Bush.
Yeah, the Bush family. Yeah.
You know what?
Brown Harriman. Yeah.
How sick is that?
Well, the true enemy out there is
we're going to fight you, we're going to kill you, but we're going to give you the money to do it.
Well, the true enemy out there is essentially the bankers and the elite. They're the ones pulling the strings behind the government.
I think that's already known.
Well, not exactly. Not to a lot of people.
No, yeah, that's what's scary. People still don't get it. It's right in front of you. You see it every day. You see the propaganda on the state-run media.
When you think
people still don't get it.
When you think that you have to pay your taxes with the IRS and they threaten you, point the law out anywhere that it is a required tax. It is not.
Okay, you could do that, and then they're gonna just sit there and
there is no law.
Arrest your ass.
Exactly.
I mean, that's
they
it.
enforce it, but there is
right.
It'll let to the SWAT team.
Exactly. I mean, so again, see, this is
it's law.
Maybe it's my way of thinking. This is already old news to me. I'm like so surpassed that doesn't even bother me anymore, bro. Like,
well,
literally. I fuck the system every day. They can eat a dick.
Ron.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Have you got $1 on you now? Can you do me a favor? Take it out and look.
I don't have it.
The design on the dollar. Has anyone got one?
I do not have $1. I got coins right now. That's
Preston,
how broke
have you
I
got
am.
one?
Not on me, but I know it pretty good. But what are you going to point out?
Go on, then.
The spider?
Yeah.
The owl?
Oh, the
owl.
How about the owl, yeah.
Loads of things, man, we need to point out.
Of course. A lot of mixed messages on there.
All think about is the fact that you walk around with fucking money in your pocket with fucking occult symbolism written and all the fuck over it.
Holy shit, I was talking about that
it's normal.
I was talking
Holy sheeple.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is normal.
Holy sheeple, yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend about that. I was like, a lot of people say, money is the root of all evil. And I was trying to point this out to my friend. I'm like, you fucking walk around with money with all these fucking occult symbols. And I'm just like, well, yeah, it kind of is, man.
Well, they don't even have the Bible verse right. It's not it's the love of money. It's not money. It's your love of money.
Shall I tell you something? You know the Latin around the triangle on the dollar bill?
Novus Ordorum Scholarum, right?
Our is success. Was it? Our New World Order is successful.
New Order of the
Before
Ages.
they even fucking had the New World Order.
Oh, no.
Well, we can point out the fact that it says it's a promissory note, that it has no worth.
It's good for legal tender, but essentially it's backed up by absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah, because they got rid of the gold, didn't they? It's backed by fuck all. It's
not that they got rid of it. It's just that they took it all.
The other thing is, though, there's not enough gold to back up the value of all these economies. There's not enough gold en masse and at value to back everything. So that's one reason you really can't use it.
No, I beg to differ.
Better than fiat.
There is enough gold. There is enough gold. It's just that we don't have reach of it. And it's definitely not in the Federal Reserve.
Well, what happens if one day, somebody says, gold is fucking worthless?
This is monopoly money.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's when you deflate. There'll be a run on the banks. I mean, there's be a lot of things happening, but inflation.
I don't know. I say let's go back to picking up stones and putting that shit in baskets, and you get paid by your weight.
Circulation of what goes round.
That's it.
It's the circulation of the cash.
But me personally, I'm an individual. I have a bad habit. I do. It's called a credit card and a debit card. So I don't carry cash. I don't carry money. I don't value money, but I do use a debit and a credit card. Now, excuse me, I'm fighting a cold. Oh man, as I was earlier too.
You feed the
smog
green
there
coal,
on Virginia Beach.
the gold cream.
Virginia Beach and chemtrails are terrible over here.
It's
I'm
high
telling you.
humidity.
It's the fucking, what is it, subtropical heat, man. It's one day it's bipolar season, you know. It's hot one day, then it's cold the next. It's like, make up your mind, you know. Shit, it feels like it's part of me, you know. Fuck. Anyways, yeah, the elite got the gold. It's just not in the Federal Reserve. It's not worth shit. What's going on now? Bitcoin has dropped. Right?
I don't know. Let me check it. Hold on.
Oh, you haven't checked it? Yeah, Bitcoin
No.
dropped. I can tell you right now, $1,560, I believe it was, down to 820, I think.
No, it's 10.
Holy
It's
crap.
1,016.
Oh, so it went back up 200. Okay. Well, earlier today it was at 820, I believe, or 860.
Well,
One of
then,
those. I'm not Bitcoin. You know.
I have spotted it when I started using Bitcoin, is that it kind of is an unstable currency, and notoriously it will be until it gets a little more popular, and you're gonna see dips in, you're gonna see that, you're gonna see a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
But gradually,
did you since you know about Bitcoin?
Yeah.
What has come out recently? That's competition to Bitcoin.
Oh, Ethereum.
You're right.
Well, that's not new.
What?
That's not new. That's kind of that's been around for a while though.
Okay.
What did you say?
It's been
The
around.
Amero? Fuck off. Is the
Ethereum.
Amero around already?
No, not the Amero. Ethereum. Yeah, it's worth
All
like
right.
66. One of those is worth like $66 or some shit.
Right. So
The
it's
Amero
so it's coming in competition. So I mean, if you want to just sit there and study the market and what's going on, and we can't just talk about Bitcoin. We got to talk about it all. You know, we got to bring out all the information out there.
Well, you badmouth the dollar and the fact it's not backed by gold. What is Bitcoin backed by?
Absolutely
nothing.
Okay, there you go.
Ding, ding, ding. You've
But
won the prize behind door number one.
Here's the thing about Bitcoin. From Mr. Hashimoto created this blockchain, right? It's a bunch of fucking numbers and random data and pictures, right? And when you have the miners out
Tyler,
there,
if I give you a picture, can you put it up on the screen so people can see what Queen Elizabeth looks like when
I'm in my car. I'm in my car, buddy. Okay.
Like you did.
I'm like in my car. I'm broadcasting from my car now.
Okay.
I would if I could, but I'm banned.
No, but like it's a little different. Okay, it's a finite currency. All right, and when somebody, they get these Bitcoin miner, they're mining or they call them I think they call them a something machines, and essentially what they're not only what when you got the program running, not only are you getting paid because you are your machine is also processing the transaction, creating that non-centralized bank, so everybody's little machine is also processing transactions and mining the Bitcoins. But when I think there's only 20 million Bitcoins that'll ever be out there, and once the blockchain is over, there is no more, unless he's got a secondary blockchain that we don't know about. And they were saying by essentially by 2020 or 2025, all the Bitcoins will be in existence, will be there. So we'll find out what happens to this currency after that.
It's just there's nothing set in stone with that one either. I mean, I don't get it. It's not tied to a basket of commodities. It's not tied to gold. The value goes up and down so much that it's hard to feel secure in it.
Well, essentially what
on a short-term basis. I mean, I don't like it.
Well, the big hitter with the Bitcoin industry was I hate to say this, was the darknet market, and essentially what you can buy on the darknet: drugs, hitman, guns, prostitutes, whatever you fucking want. The darknet is the wild, wild west, and it's still that way. And essentially, I think it was like after the Silk Road or somewhere around that time when they moved to Bitcoin, they had a big investor somewhere in the Middle East who dropped a couple million in it, and the price fucking skyrocketed.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, if you use Bitcoin, you set yourself up for being looked at, because that's what people use who are trying to hide something. You know, it's just like criminal investigation 101. You know, if that's what. Hey, if all the bad stuff's at the dark net, well, we better go look over there, right? If we want to find something.
Speaking about the dark net, isn't there some things on sale?
There's always things on sale.
Well, naturally. But I think, yeah, they had. I believe I heard something about they got something new that's on now. I don't know. It was hilarious to me. It was
you can
funny.
buy drugs. You used to be able to buy guns, gun parts.
Oh yeah,
You can
prostitutes.
buy,
it was like Backpage.
Hitman, you name it.
Gotta love it. Gotta love the underworld. What makes the world go around, right?
Well, you remember there was red rooms going around for a while.
Right.
Don't talk about that stuff for the viewers, guys.
I was waiting for somebody to say something.
Aaron, what were you going to say that was new on the web? You said there was some new. You said, "Oh, there's something new." You just said that. You said, "Oh, do you know about the new thing on the web?"
About the darknet.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's what you're talking about. I was reading.
What were you going to say?
Well, what I was going to say, it's like people's identity is basically like there's actually quite a few things that's basically saying. I mean, they're saying that again, Russia has hacked into U.S. companies. In Australia, they busted a fucking a drug dealer. I mean, but as far as the darknet specifically, Jay, to be honest with you, I can't lie. I don't remember. Not at this moment. Not at this moment.
Oh man, I spent years on the darknet, man. I can tell you all sorts of fucking crazy shit.
I mean, not as far as what goes on the darknet, but it was like it was something that had to do with people's identities. It's just my memory right now is not very well. The chemtrails is getting to me, bro. Sorry.
George is saying there's 600,000 iClouds accounts now available.
There you go. Thank you, George.
Yeah, I swear to God,
it's
like the Wild Wild West, man. It's like you can buy
yes,
whatever you can't find on the normal internet that's for sale, you'll find on the darknet.
You will find that's what it was. It was iCloud accounts. Yes, the hackers broke into Apple.
Oh yeah, they wanted $75,000.
$75,000. Yeah, or it was either $75,000 or $100,000 in iTunes cards. Hold on, wasn't that the Turkish crime family, George? For real, Jay, you laughing, but I'm being serious. Wasn't that the Turkish crime family?
Oh, Norma's saying, do you remember hell.com? Yeah, hell.com was a really weird website. And like when I was in like high school, this was like a big thing. Oh man, you go to hell.com? Yeah, man, it's like fucking like a bunch of art stuff and this cube that asks you questions. It was like one of the weirdest like sites. I believe when they sold the site to some other dude, it was sold for like $20 million. This was back in like the day when you used to when all your friends in high school were like telling you like, man, you should really buy Pokemon.com or you should really buy Mario.com because you never know how much it's gonna fucking worth. And yeah, hell.com was like it went for like $20 million, and it was like a site for a little bit, and then nothing. I'm not even sure if it's around anymore. Hold on, I'm gonna check. Hell.com. Hold on.
What was I gonna say?
What about
oh, nobody owns it now, and now it says
It's owned by nobody. And somebody knows. Somebody has a holder for it.
I can tell you who owns Hell.com. I can tell you right now.
Okay.
I already know. Rockefeller.
No, it wasn't owned by Rockefeller, dude. It was like some weird fucking site that says,
No,
want to go here, click that number over there. Okay, go over there, and it was the most fucking.
It's owned by the
web page.
Rockefellers, bro. And then that's my final.
Right, let's have people's opinions. Do you think it's gonna be World War III, or do you think it's all fucking smoke?
It's all smoke, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's smoke and mirrors. I think it's smoke and mirrors due to the fact that they want us to think that there's going to be a World War III, but actually there's something bigger going on behind the picture. But that's my personal opinion.
They make loads of money from fake war, though. That's
yeah, constantly. Well, no, I think it's real in the sense that it's a lead up to you're saying World War III. I mean, we're headed for it. We're not there yet. But all these things are, the Ukraine takeover, the constant pressure on them, all the bases that we have. We're planning for something down the line. It's going to happen, but it's kind of hard to tell when. But it's got to be pretty soon. They got to get us down to 500 million, right?
Yeah.
I mean, supposedly.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a war to cause that sort of fucking.
Not necessarily. I mean, look at Fukushima.
Yeah.
You don't think people dying from that?
Oh yeah.
Look at everything that's going around in the world. Honestly, we don't like I said, smoke and mirrors. Look at a bigger picture.
World War III now, the weapons they'd have would be fucking disastrous. It would fucking wipe us out.
The problem, well, I wouldn't say problem. I mean, in our, like war colleges and all that, they seem to believe now that we can win a limited exchange, which is, that's a push in the envelope, but they seem to believe that. That's why you see this push. I mean,
sorry.
Sorry.
No, Norma was saying, Anton LaVey's followers, really? No, Anton LaVey, Norma, I'm pretty sure he was. Educated about that. Is that Norma? Yeah, it was. Anton LaVey was the leader of the Satanic Church, and it wasn't owned by him. It was just a bunch of art. It was bought. Hell.com was bought by artsy fartsy guy.
Okay, just stop talking.
Sorry.
Let's go back. Preston was talking about to take on the wall,
we got to get. Yeah, I think how they get, why you're being told this and where this leads and why they come up with 500 million is that in order to have the lifestyle that we've become accustomed to and still have your resources last any length of time at all, you have to get to a number along those lines. You can't support 7 billion people the way we and continue for more than a few hundred years. You're burning everything up.
Yeah.
Well,
what's the point?
My dad says, my dad's a pretty smart guy. I'm not gonna put what kind of doctor he is and what he's into. He says, but nature naturally has cure for these. Such of our auto, people they have allergies and stuff like that. It's kind of like nature's way of saying that there's a natural balance and harmony, within there, and then you'll get these weird widespread epidemics, pandemics that are not man-made. Okay, and that will wipe out a lot of people who don't have the immunity or stuff. And nature's always been designed that way. We can look at stuff like the Black Plague, which wiped out what was like 100 million people. Stuff like this will go on throughout time. Now, when the globalists and the elites say that they're going to eliminate people by artificial means, it's going against that. Nature by design, everything. How should I say? There's a natural homeostasis in the world, and the way that nature is designed will probably limit that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it will at some point. Once you burn up all the resources,
it's like the
that'll
HIV.
happen.
Okay, it's like.
But it's not going to be as quick as they want it, though.
No, but check this shit out. So I hate to say this, the HIV virus.
We're gonna run
somebody.
out of food, Tyler.
No, there's always going to be
food, natural resources. going to run out of natural resources. That's how they're going to do it. They're going to fucking cut the food supply off.
Well, you know what? They
Whoa.
can't do it to me because I grow my own food.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they cut
So
off the
fuck
food
'em.
supply, what is that going to stop me from going down to the hood, fucking go getting a fucking, you know, rifle, going out to the woods and, you know, start making, you know, get my own food?
I know, but a lot of people it will cause a lot of fucking.
Oh,
if they just
absolutely. It's going to cause
stop the
destruction
food
because they're
supply.
so used to being on their phone rather than actually learning a trade. That's the problem, and they
Yep.
brainwash
Yep.
people, and they're the ones who's gonna go ravage and pillage, and I
Yep.
mean you could try to come to my house with that shit. I want you to, honestly. Just give me a reason. That's all for me. But you know, I mean, I got lettuce.
Do you know what? The
I got,
government.
I
If
got
we all,
tomatoes.
guys, if we all said, "Fuck it, let's all go off the grid," we'll have fucking solar power for electricity and that. And we all
Isn't
went
there
off the
already
grid.
a community
Every
like
person went
that?
off. Yeah, there
Sure.
are people like
Tons.
that. If we all
Tons.
did it, the government would be fucked. If we
Well,
all went off
absolutely.
grid.
Well,
They'd
absolutely.
be
They
fucked.
they don't let you do it. They don't let you get off the grid,
No,
especially
they
if you
won't.
live in a city, because then they
Isn't
come and they condemn your property and kick
Yep.
you off. You know.
They can
Oh
search
man,
your
I
house
want to
as
say
well in
it's in
America.
Africa.
Guys
Yeah, but
can go in your house when you're not there and just search it whenever they want. That's
Under the
law
Patriot
in
Act,
America.
essentially, yes.
Sure.
If they assume that you are under, actually, they don't even need. All they need is suspicion that you're up to
Yeah.
terrorism. And I think all of us qualify.
I believe so. I
Yeah.
believe so.
You know, you're not
I mean,
essentially
fact-
you're not essentially a foreign terrorist. You are a domestic terrorist.
Which is supposedly worse, right?
Well, you know, they even classify ex-veterans as
It's cool. They can go to my
domestic
house in
terrorists. You know.
Sacramento.
Sure, all the conservative groups, you know, militias, Christians.
They're not worried. They're not too worried about little old us.
They actually, I think,
Well,
didn't we make the DHS terrorist list like once?
I think Trump
I think
just
we have.
put us on. I think Trump just put us on it.
Well, anonymous.
Who was an extra
Nice.
on Home Alone? What the fuck is going on?
Well, don't forget he was on WWE. He was on
Hashtag
WWE, hashtag Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Where does the Trump go?
Yeah, people call him racist. That's funny, but he's been on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, absolutely, absolutely.
That's how we
you can
started
look up.
through,
You
yeah.
can you
He was
you,
an
you can
extra,
look.
wasn't
And they called him Mr. I think Will Smith called him Mr. T or Mr. Trump or something too on the show. Yeah, that was years ago.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, years ago. You can look it up on YouTube. You'll find it. You know, put Trump and Will and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and you can get the episode. Funny.
Yeah, I mean, as far as billionaires go, you know, Trump's not really a bad one compared to like a Rockefeller or, you know, some of the other families. I mean,
they're all bad.
He at least, I mean, he's doing deals and everything. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like he hates humanity and he wants to kill you like these other people.
Oh no, he loves his America. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, he needs
I
to
don't
keep
call it
going
my
to make
America.
money.
I just call it my Earth. You know, planet Earth. That's what I call it. I don't. States is created by division, and I don't believe in division. You know, I live on Earth. I'm a human. You know, that's the way I see it. You know, I hate to be considered. I know I say I live in Virginia Beach, whatever, but you know, I just my personal own belief is just there is nowhere. I just live on planet Earth. You know, makes it more simple because it's true. We all just live on Earth, right? We're here temporarily.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, until we go off into our astral plane and go into another dimension, another galaxy. You know, that's the way I see it.
That's true, man. And it's true.
Well,
but
what if?
I don't think we have enough time for that, though. We could talk about that for hours, or at least I can.
Well,
Go
what
ahead,
if we?
President.
What if we go to the same place and we meet David Rockefeller?
Well,
I'd
how?
punch him in his face. Yeah, I'd punch him in his face.
What if he's? What if it ends for you and then he's there? What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna try to choke him. You know, I'm gonna try to DDT him. You know, Put a wrestling move on his ass or something. I don't know. You know, that's
I don't think we're going to end up in hell somehow.
You know, no, I don't think so. I don't even believe in such a place. And if there is such a place, we're living on it.
That's true, man. Hell on earth.
We'll have to see.
I know it's true.
I mean, we can't really judge
hell on
him.
earth.
Hashtag hell on earth. There you go.
We can't really judge him, but hey, maybe he wasn't judged harshly, and he's really a good guy. We just misunderstood him the whole time. Is that possible?
Oh, no.
Could we have fucked up that bad? I mean,
are you serious?
I believe he is. That sounded serious as fuck to me. I don't know about you, but it sounded serious as fuck to me. That was like...
Is there any chance that's true at all?
No.
No.
Just checking.
Well, as far as I can't be for certain. My opinion. I'll stress my opinion. No. You know.
My opinion, no. He's a fucking evil lizard.
He's a lizard man. He's a fucking reptilian.
Man, he was been around a long time. I mean, he was in some of the original Bilderberg meetings in the 50s and all. I mean, he goes way back.
He took insurance out on 9/11 before it got fucking destroyed. A good man.
He's not a good man. Yeah, there's no misconception of that man at all.
And when he built 9/11, he had a photo taken with his watch with 9/11 on it in 1967.
Pretty sickening. That was about the cards, right? You were talking about the cards the other night too.
No, I'm on about magazine.
Oh, that's way before.
Well, that. Oh, on the magazine it was.
Yeah, David Rockefeller.
That was before. That was before the Illuminati card game.
Yeah, it was in 1967.
Yeah.
He had a watch on, and the watch had 9/11 on it. 9/11. It's fucked up.
Well, you know, George Bush gave his speech in 91. It was 10 years to the day. It was on 9/11, 1991 is when he gave his New World Order speech.
Yeah. You guys ever remember like that weird? Yeah, when he was that weird fucking like I'm totally fucking hypnotized and acting fucking weird. A new world order where everything's great, and like he fucking like has like weird fucking like gaze in his eyes, like he's been hypnotized or fed the fucking Kool-Aid or whatever.
You know what spins me out as well? You know what spins me out? Is that all these sheep say like, oh, there's no new world order and all that. So there's fucking you can go on any sort of video site and there's loads of footage of presidents and prime ministers saying that the new order was coming, and that was back in the 90s. Bush said it. You had British Chancellor Brown saying it. I think Putin's even said it in the last few years, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, a lot of politicians, sure.
Yeah. I mean, they say it, and the sheeple just don't listen. They just switch off. They're like, "Oh, that's normal."
Come on, Jay. You know they gotta open up their bag of Doritos.
Unconditioned.
You know they gotta open up their bag of Doritos. They gotta have their soda.
We're like, what the fuck?
I mean, they push it in your face, and people still don't get it.
No. My parents don't get it.
I think your parents just don't give a fuck. I think your parents accepted it, and it's like it is what it is, and I'm just gonna live. That's where your parents are at. You know, at least that's where my mother is. You know, she's like, look, I know everything that's going on. I just don't give a shit. I'm too old. That's the German for you, I guess. You know, we laid back. We don't give a fuck.
I guess it's like whoever you put in power is just to fucking suit the people above the government. It's not to suit the public. It's never to suit the people, the small people, the little people. It's always to suit the people that are pulling strings. That's how it looks.
There are no strings to hold me down. You ain't got no strings on me.
ADHD kicking in.
I think it is. I think it is for everybody.
Tyler's just dropped his happy pills.
Did they have? Did they? Is a Mad Hatter a pill? I don't know. I did a lot of those.
Yeah, I think it is.
Tyler, you should bring Steve on.
Oh, which one?
Which one? There's quite a few.
Demon Steve.
Are you talking about the guy who does acid and like post he's on acid on Facebook?
God.
Oh, I love it, dude. That's so I don't know if he's playing half the time, but it's funny.
Where's the voice? Have you got it?
Strings hold me down.
Yes. My man Tyler is tweaking. I love it.
This is what happens when you're stressed out. 60 hours of working and stressed out, man.
You got people going to sue you over your radio show. I mean,
Not only
it's
that,
a bad week,
like,
man.
I've been clean
That's a really bad week.
what, like 14 months now?
14 months? Congratulations, bro.
I don't know. That shit never wears off, man.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. It comes.
Oh, your
back
brain cells are
naturally.
gone.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I actually don't believe that the brain cells are gone. I think they regenerate. If they don't regenerate, then they're never gone in the first place. It channels our inner self. That's what it does. Whether you want to call it killed brain cells or whatever, it opens up another realm for ourselves to be happy.
Yeah.
That's what it does. Makes us see shit in a different light. That's,
you temporarily escape the matrix.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Jay?
I just seen a message. She said she was kicking or I'm gone. You choose. What's happening?
Don't worry about that. That's like I don't know.
It's division.
That's so yesterday. That's
more
so,
division.
That's so yesterday. No,
Right.
Preston, don't fall for it.
Okay.
Fucking Jay,
Right.
bro. I gotta love Jay. Gotta love Jay. Don't worry about it,
No,
brother.
I'm being serious. I just had a message saying that Rose said she was gonna go
no.
if I didn't kick him.
It's perfectly fine, brother. Don't worry about it.
I can't kick anyone.
Yeah. You know, that's perfectly fine. Let's not worry about that. Yeah, don't worry about that. Go to your happy place, Jay. Yeah, no, it's all good. Just go to your happy place. That's what we want. We want to enter. We want to. You know what? We should take a meditation break.
Stop meditating me there.
Potato. I want a potato pie.
Mr. Potato.
You get a Mr. GMO potato now. They're a little bit bigger.
They got three of them.
That's what's gonna happen, man. The world's gonna be taken over by a fucking gigantic, huge potato that's just gonna start running around, fucking crushing everyone, like about fucking 600,000 foot tall, and they fucking pop out from Cheemios, kill everyone. And that's how they kill 5 billion. Mr. Potato.
So the potatoes are going to animate? They're going to self-animate?
Yeah. Kill the potato.
Absolutely. Yeah, kill the potatoes. Kill the tomatoes.
Potato
I don't know about the potatoes, but I do know about killing tomatoes.
Watch. I was gonna say this guy's name. Remember Chris Weimers? That guy's so crazy.
Who's not crazy? That's the question.
Well, potatoes have eyes.
Killer tomatoes.
Killer Tomatoes, absolutely. Yeah, you ever seen that movie?
Oh yeah, is that the one where the tomato pops out the sink and it's like meh, meh.
Exactly.
And then
That's why I
jumps-
say killer.
jumps on his front.
That's why I say Killer Tomatoes, not Killer Potatoes, but the Killer Tomatoes. That was the TV show. I mean, a movie.
Yeah, and he was like, "Downey."
Absolutely, Jay. Yes, that was when the tomatoes was killing people. They mutated. You see, they foreseen
gonna,
the future, just
uh,
like.
The car because it's late. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It'll come up. So
Oh,
I'll be
not
back
nice.
in 2 seconds.
All right.
Car.
I'm freezing in my car.
Okay, well I'm gonna freeze in my car too.
No, I'm sorry.
And the freezing our cars.
Our cars.
Our cars. Tony Trey, my Irish right now.
I just.
Right.
That's the sacrifices we make, right, guys?
Oh, we just lost like 10 viewers. I'm the only sober one on the show.
Hey.
Holy shit.
The hard work was just crossing the line, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, damn it.
That happens.
Tell him,
That's
man,
late.
you tried doing a 4-hour show, man, late at night. Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, you're telling me sometimes it's like, oh my god, I'm tired. There's not enough Rockstar to keep me up.
I can't fucking drink that.
Oh, Rockstars? Yeah, I don't know. My body's starting
Yeah.
to like not handle it anymore, so I got to switch like tea
Well,
or
your
something.
body's used to it. Your body's used to it. That's what happens. Your body gets used to it, and it craves the creatine in it, or whatever it is in it.
It's the I know it's not only the different forms of caffeine, but it's also the taurine.
Taurine, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm thinking creatine. Don't worry what I was thinking. I was thinking something totally different with that. Oh shit.
The revolution starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
You got any ammo?
No, I'm in America. I can plead the fifth.
Man, you were on for like at the beginning of the show. You were on for like 20 fucking minutes, and you had the mic on.
I can't believe I did that, bro. I really can't believe that.
Mike discipline.
You were talking
Mike.
about like dropping the soap and whatever, and I was just like, man, if you don't shut up in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to like remove you and then put you back.
Oh shit. That would have been hilarious. That would have been funny. I thought I pressed mute on the phone. That's what happened. I had a friend over earlier, and we just fuck with each other like crazy. We're just crazy, bro. We're just insane.
You're telling
So
me you got the good news. I got to still deal with the judge in 2 months.
Oh fuck!
Fuck that
Well,
bitch.
I wish you
Seriously,
luck
dude.
on that. Yeah, absolutely.
She hates me.
Judges hate everybody, bro.
No, she
You
hates
know?
me because I beat a case. I beat a big case again.
Well, she's targeting you. That's what's gonna happen. So you just gotta try to beat this one. Be slicker than the law, right?
Well, it's just it's the mindset there. I mean, you see how they're not that impartial referee that you are kind of led to believe. A court is. I mean, they actively want to prosecute you. I mean, you're just like a scum, a slave that walks in, and you kind of piss them off.
Well, we're just a dollar sign.
Yeah, basically, 90, +% just plead out, pay whatever fine or anything. Nobody really puts up a fight.
Well, I mean, here where I live, we have a 99.9 conviction rate.
Yeah.
It's no bullshit. I'm laughing, but you walk in our court system, you're fucked, bro. I don't care who you are. You're gonna plead out, or they're gonna give you time, and they're not scared of giving you time.
I think one of my charges was using SMS bomber.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They wanted to charge me on that.
Oh shit. Nice.
Oh well.
Oh well.
They couldn't prove I did it.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Oh, I thought that was my niece. I'm bugging.
Well, they got pre-crime now, Tyler, so they're going to find a way to get you. They know what you're thinking, man.
Well, what I pleaded to was just a slap on the wrist, but you know how it is when you walk in court, you're like, I was seriously like in my head because I was like somewhat under the influence, like I was using a long-acting drug, so by the time I actually saw the judge, it was still in my system, and so I'm just sitting there in court, with handcuffs and shackles, and I'm just like laughing at the judge, be like, is this even really a crime? Is this even a crime? Let me just pay my $900 to $1,000 to get the fuck out of here. When you've been to court like a million times, you're just like, you're really gonna
fuck.
You're really gonna.
I just hope I don't get the same judge. That's all I think. I hope I don't get the same judge. Fuck, who's my judge? Who's my judge? That's my first thing. Did I piss this one off? Did I curse this one off? That's what I think. I'm like, oh shit.
Remember I told you about that nightmare case when I was young, and they told me that I was gonna get like 13 years.
Yeah.
And it was like, and it was all I was doing was playing chemist. Is that even really a crime?
In their eyes, it's all a crime. Fuck.
Well, they're handcuffing these 5-year-old kids now, and taking teenagers down. I mean, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, they were making up a case. They were making up what I had done into like I was Pablo Escobar, and they have this massive criminal enterprise when all they got me on was chemicals and like some shit that I drew when I was high, and they wanted to make a case out of that, and I beat the case because there was no search warrant. And they came in saying that there was, but then the cops lied and said that I was trying to commit suicide.
Oh shit!
Like, what? Hey, welcome to America.
Yeah. They fucked up on that one.
That's all, folks.
Oh yeah, the cops are, they even stole some of my shit. I had this it wasn't even, they said it wasn't in the court case or the court documents, but I was like, well, I'm my ex-wife, when I was with her, and when we were still together, when I got out, I asked her, I go, like, what happened to that radio scanner I had, it was like one of those ones I bought from Canada that has, because when you buy radio scanners here in the US, the FCC regulates what frequencies you can and can't listen to based on legality. So I bought mine in Canada where they don't have an FCC. So I had all this like unregulated shit, and they told me that they took it in the evidence box. But I'm just telling you from experience that most cops are fucking uneducated on what exactly a radio scanner was. So they fucking stole it. It wasn't even the evidence box.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're always trying to plant something anyway. So
Well, I mean, like, what's kind of cool with those radio scanners? I mean, at one point, they used to be able to listen to, analog cellular communications,
well,
between.
not just that, but I remember listening to it and listening to Cop channel. With the Cops radio.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you buy these ones outside of the U.S., you were able at least I was for years, in the early 2000s, between 2000 and 2004, before they went all digital. When they were still using the analog channels, between 700 and 1100 megahertz, you used to be able to listen to cellular phone calls.
Right. Wow, satellite cell phones. Wow.
Well,
some of
no,
those,
they're not. No, they're not true. That most cell phones, are not like that. There are satellite phones.
Right.
But no, most cell phones are line of sight communicate. Well, not line of sight. They do use the microwave band, and they hit the relay towers, and the relay towers go from wherever it goes, based on what connection you're using. And there's several different protocols that they use on the back end. Yeah, yeah, no. But
turn on your car.
What I was saying back in the day, they tried all sorts of funny shit to get around people like me listening to cell phone conversation. It was hilarious. They tried using trunk scanning, broadcasting on 2 different frequencies.
Flyovers.
They went, Preston knows what I'm talking about.
About the Stingray towers?
No, I'm talking about, remember radio scanning for cellular frequencies before they went all digital?
Oh yeah, well, I mean that would be very near the beginning.
Yeah, I was doing it between 2000 2004.
Huh. Yeah, because it's all digital encrypted and all that now.
It wasn't back.
You wouldn't
in the
hear
day.
much.
Yeah, it wasn't back in the day. Yeah.
We lost him again.
He's freezing his nuts off right now.
It's gotta be cold.
You didn't hear it in his voice.
Guys, it's fucking freezing.
See, I told you.
2 guys are broadcasting from a car.
Cold. Can you hear me?
The funny thing was, the funny thing was is that me being a troubled kid, was like, essentially what we were listening to cell phone conversations was, for the magical conversation where I get that fucking credit card number. Oh man, this time I'll really get it. I've been listening for 1,000 conversations. Please give me a fucking credit card. Somebody please be dialing some fucking crazy shit at this point.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Michelle Bruce, is it Michelle or Michael? Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Says, I know what you're talking about as I'm a ham operator. Yeah, it was kind of cool back in the day, listening to analog cellular communications. It was funny as shit.
Oh, you look nice there. You look nice and cozy.
Nice little plastic mask.
What do you have your video on?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah,
that is the creepiest. You have your video on. That's creepy as fuck.
You want to see me?
I do see you. There's a little mask popping up in the dark.
What's that movie called, Tyler? What's that movie called?
The Ring.
Potato.
Hey, we got some viewers back. We're acting crazy.
I am potato. I'm the potato killer. I cooked the potato.
So what should we talk about? Revolution?
Yeah.
Mayday?
Preston,
Mayday.
Preston, you got some things. Yeah, Mayday. There you go. Talk about Mayday.
Preston?
What's that?
He's there.
Are you sure?
Preston.
I think he fell asleep.
He may have. He may have fallen asleep.
Preston.
I know.
You fell asleep?
I know. I'm about to.
Oh shit! How many BTs did you do?
Oh shit, bro! I don't fucking know.
Quiet. Anyway, he fucking slipped into a coma. What the fuck's going on?
Roger, you every fucking week you talk about the Standing Rock pedos, but yeah, you don't give me any evidence.
Gotta love it.
Come on, man. Give me the docs. Give me the docs. What's in the docs?
What's in the box, motherfucker? Box. So basically, right, the Illuminati, they're gonna fucking generate a massive fucking killer fucking potato, and it's gonna fucking destroy the world. But that's just me and Tyler, we're just insane.
Oh, we just lost homeboy. Somebody asked, do you guys actually do anything? And somebody wrote, nope. Oh, you have to listen to the entire show. It was up and down today, so we're kind of smooth sailing right now.
Yeah, we just tried to fucking
yeah.
Chill out.
I got back. No,
oh, cool.
I got a call error or server error.
Yeah. That'll happen sometimes.
Oh, fuck. I just broke my mask, man.
Your green mask?
No, my guy Fortran, I just bust it.
Jay, you've been drinking tonight too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, boy. Fucking drinking. Yeah.
Don't open the box. It's in that box. So no. But he was saying that you had some other stuff to share about. We had Alex Jones coming into court for some sort of thing with the government, saying that he was involved with the Russian spying. But that's kind of hilarious to me because Alex Jones might have been a sellout. He might have been a sellout to the elite, but he's fucking too crazy. He's too fucking crazy to be in. The fact is that the Russians are not the real enemy.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's it's the FBI and this whole deep state thing. I mean, they are making shit up that is so outrageous. You just have to look at them and they're crazy, man. It's just like you guys are just making this up. This doesn't even sound right. They lump in Breitbart in there with InfoWars.
Oh, essentially what they're doing is they're going to create another Cold War. Out of all of these accusations, it's going to be another psyops.
Yeah, they're just going to keep saying it until you believe it because it's complete bullshit. But
guess what happened, man? You know the attack in London after Rockefeller died? On a Muslim, they've already said.
Oh yeah, that is another thing that is going on here in America. All worldwide as everybody's getting this. It's essentially it is kind of like
false flag.
No. We get this phobia.
Let me tell you what I think the Illuminati are trying to do is cause a fucking race war, and that'll be the worst war.
Well, essentially, yes.
In our lifetime. In our lifetime, it'll be the worst war you've ever seen. Christians against Muslims. I bet you that's what's going to happen. Am I normally quite good?
Well, it's already happening. I mean,
it is happening.
No, but an actual war where Christians and Muslims fight to like a fucking proper flat-out religious war,
Well, that has happened before in history, you know.
Yeah, but not in my lifetime, anyway.
Well, not in our life. No, this was a long, long time ago.
Like saying if that happens, that could be a big fucking player in wiping the law of fuckers out.
Well, essentially, we know what the media is portraying, as the Muslim community is that, a lot, not all of them, but a lot of media sources are putting on this like facade that that they're bad. When a lot of my friends are Muslims, and they don't the people who are doing the actual bad things are not a part of that.
No, they're fucking Israelis.
No.
They're not even
Well, it's like
Muslim.
No,
like all.
they're fundamentalists. They're a little different.
Well,
No, I'm saying ISIS aren't even Muslims. They're Israeli fucking secret intelligence.
Well, they're being paid
That's
by
what
us
ISIS stands
and funded by us.
Hey, Ida.
It's the same scenario over again. They can give you both sides. They're funding both sides, playing everybody off against each other. It's the same trick over and over again.
Yeah,
What was really bizarre about the whole like phobia about the terrorism is that remember that one case in New York, and this happened about like 8 years ago, somewhere around there, where the FBI gave mentally challenged immigrants from that part of the world, and they had serious mental problems, and they told them, the FBI guys told them that they were going to create jihad, and that's the only thing that they knew, and they gave them fake Stinger missiles. Remember that? Remember this case? And they put them all in jail for a terrorist. For an attempted terrorist plot. But here's the thing: is the FBI gave them the fake shit, put the shit in their head, and they were mentally challenged. I'm not saying. What I am saying is that our own government is worse than any of them. They're creating this. Yeah.
Well, they're creating boogeymen. If you want to hashtag anything, people out there, hashtag fucking the government are the real terrorists. There you go. The government are your terrorists. People are fucking making these boogeymen saying that the Muslims fucking done 9/11 from a cave. People like that are the real terrorists.
Well, if I'm probably going to show that documentary once about Al Qaeda and how it was all based off of a court case. And if you understand where it all started from and how it was based off of a lie in a court case on a guy who wanted diplomatic immunity, and our government gave him diplomatic immunity and money. All right, and this guy was lying to his teeth about even the prosecutor was just like, this guy's fucking lying. But
well, they get burned on their own operations sometimes. They forget they're used to lying to everybody. And they forget.
What the government wanted, they wanted an enemy. They wanted an enemy, and they had the court case to back it up. So.
It's like 9/11. It's like with 9/11, it's like a problem reaction solution. They created a problem. Fuck! What the fuck's going on here?
Well, they created the problem.
Yeah.
They created the problem years before. They created the enemy years before, and it doesn't surface. And they don't point out a name until it actually happens. Essentially, Osama bin Laden was kind of kind of disappeared for a little while. He was here's the thing is like I really do think, and I hate to say this, guys, call me a conspiracy theorist, right? But I really do think he was dead like in 2003 when they said that somebody went to his funeral, and a lot of the videos that were coming out kind of like show him.
Fake.
Yeah, exactly. No, they were real videos. Some of them were real, and I believe some of them were fake. But they keep on showing him at different ages. He's different. He's at some point he's getting younger. And then older, which means that they're using different fucking videos.
Well, you got to remember, Bin Laden had like 10 doubles. I mean, so which one is the real one? I mean,
but that's bullshit, man. That's fucking. See, that's
the guy was in kidney dialysis. Our own government thought that he was running a mastermind fucking criminal international operation from a fucking cave. And the dude's on fucking kidney dialysis. Come on, dude.
Well, that's what you have to read. You have to read through the story and look at that and go, yeah, really, a guy in a cave's running this whole thing?
Did you see the diagrams of the cave?
It's outrageous on its face.
Did you see the diagrams of the cave? It is almost as though they were looking around for the boogeyman and invented all this fucking shit. It's like the most. It's like the weapons of mass destruction never fucking existed.
So basically, they killed 4,000 Americans for fuck all.
It's all over the line. The Gulf of Tonkin. The Gulf of Tonkin. The first incident did happen. Okay, but the second incident in the Gulf of Tonkin didn't even happen.
When the Lusitania sunk in Germany, that was fucking set up as well.
Yeah, that was fake too.
The ship. Yeah.
Yeah, there was Ford plants that were in Germany at the time that were not on the bombing list.
Fucking funded fucking Is it E.G. Farben? F.J. Farben, one of them, isn't it? Is it F.J. Farben, Rockefeller's oil company? Is it F.J. E.G. Farben? I don't know. I think it's E.G. Farben.
Yeah, they made Zyklon.
Oh, they came up with Cyclone B. Yeah, that was, are you talking about the Holocaust?
Yeah, he mentioned the company.
Yes.
But the
And what
companies,
about,
there was a lot of companies that weren't
Rockefeller
being bombed.
Rockefeller's family.
You know what they don't talk about the Holocaust is that it wasn't only Jews that were involved. They also took in the Gypsies, the African Americans. They
political dissenters,
dissenters,
anybody. Yeah.
Anybody. They were also taking the mentally handicapped.
Yep.
Guys, do you know the weird thing is as well? It's like celebrities, big people in the public eye, the Illuminati have been killed. John Lennon said about fucking, we've got a bunch of people basically fucking megalomaniacs trying to fucking rule the world, and then he got fucking assassinated. Fucking JFK Kennedy got killed. He said the same thing. He said that he doesn't believe that people should be fucking treated. What did you say, Tyler? You've seen his speech before, haven't you?
What?
His speech before, he said about they feel.
Oh yeah, this was executive. Yeah, it was executive. It was based off of Executive Order 010 or 100 or 10001 or something like that. Essentially, what JFK wanted to do about 6 months before, it was like a year. I think it was like 6 months before he was assassinated. Is that he wrote a document getting rid of the Federal Reserve System. Okay, and this is the really weird part. So then a couple months later, he comes up with the Secret Society speech.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he gets assassinated in Dallas. Okay.
Yep.
And I truly believe there were multiple shooters. I really do.
Sure.
And here's the weird part. As soon as the next person comes into power, they override. That's the first thing that they override. Don't tell me that ain't no bullshit.
You know what I find fucking weird is that so much people know that like Bush was involved with 9/11 and he's walking around a free man with like 4,000 blood prints on his hands. Someone tell me how that's justice.
Well, like this is a good example. What I was going to, I didn't mean to cut you off.
War criminals. Well, they put thieves and that in prison, but then they can fucking mass murder people. Mass murder in fucking events and that. I just don't understand.
I don't. When it comes to war crimes and stuff like that, like I don't understand a lot of it. There's something with I think they call the Geneva Convention or whatever the fuck it's called, and there's these rules of war and stuff you can and can't use, and then if you use it and you're against it, then you're going to be charged with war crimes after the war. A lot of it's, I don't know, it's kind of, how should I say this? I don't know.
Here's
the problem.
They got the remains of 9/11. They got the remains. They got rid of the remains before they could even be fucking examined. They got rid of it all the leftovers. That's what I heard. I heard that they took all the fucking foundations that were left from the explosion and the demolition, and they sealed it up so no one could get anything. No one could fucking any evidence. I don't know if you heard about that.
What?
I said that they sealed it all up, didn't they? The leftovers of 9/11. They got rid of it and shipped it out.
Yeah, they shipped it out to China, the steel. But there's so many problems with that story, and from an engineering and architectural perspective, I mean, there's no way that story adds up. And
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't,
the-
planes,
you know,
planes
and
didn't bring down that building. The planes, it was built.
This is more an example of why,
done, planes.
you know, the more we, you know, just talk about things and we don't actually stand up to these people, to these elite, to the crazy motherfuckers with all the power, stuff like this is going to happen. If you don't go up and you don't stand up for your rights and you don't attack the real enemy and we go after these stupid little fucking shits. I mean, not all of them are stupid shits, but when we're going around as anons and, you know, doxing each other and you know, we're just putting the energy.
waste of time.
It's a waste of time when a real enemy is out there.
Job, and then they blamed you on the fucking Muslim. That's what they did.
Well, they're above the law.
That's
They
what
they don't get charged. You notice, I mean, it's totally lawless. You can't use your government claims and any kind of immunity there for activities like that, you know, but they can. I mean, it really shows you how just, you know, the position you're in and the complete lawlessness, because if they can get away with that, they can get away with anything. And they are.
They are getting away with it.
It just keeps getting worse.
Oh yeah, you know, one of the biggest, you know, Vault 7 was huge. You know, that our own devices, you know, and Snowden was talking about this as well, you know, that our own devices are spying on us, and the software and the stuff that is embedded in the chips or the firmware was put there deliberately. Okay, and then it was in the media, and then it was gone. You know, like,
yeah, they're not gonna take it out. They're not gonna change.
So the government's, you know, we just proved that the government's really watching you, and they're in your devices, and they can do whatever they want with all the shit. But you know, it's cool. You know, just go back to sleep. You know, and just fucking roll over and die. You know, it's cool.
Yeah,
You know,
nothing
there's
unconstitutional
no case
here.
against you. Yeah, nothing unconstitutional see here.
Don't worry about it.
Guys, when they attacked France and everyone was like, oh, fucking hell, they killed about 200 people. They went and they killed 1,000 people in Syria the same night. They used France to bomb Syria. They said that they were going to go after ISIS in Syria, but ISIS weren't in Syria. They just fucking used it to fucking completely fucking bombard Syria. That's what I'm saying. That's what they use pretext. They use like events to do things other than what you're seeing. So it's like a sidetrack. So when we were watching 9/11, they were already planning their shit. Let's get the oil out of Iraq.
Well, yeah, I was
watching 9/11.
Well, yeah.
9/11. But they're doing.
Well, in Syria, you know, there's a lot of oil, and there's not a coincidence why our government is sending troops over there. You know, they already started doing a little bit of it, and gradually you will see more and more and more. What do you think this is all about? It's all about resources, brother. You know?
Yeah, control. Because it doesn't make sense to spend all this money for resources. You don't spend more than the resources that are there.
It's cheaper if you steal it.
If you just, you know, even if they were totally criminal government, if you just bought it from them and said, hey, you know, do whatever you're going to do. I mean, that'd be way cheaper than doing it this way. This makes no sense. There's no economic reason to do it this way.
What makes no sense to me is the fact that they've been building cities underground for the last few years, and what fucking come in. But we don't know about what they do. That's what scares me. But seriously, you can see trucks going in and out of mountains, and I've seen footage where these fucking roads are underground being built, and fucking doors with locks on them and stuff. It's real, guys. It really is real, and it's underground. So what are they? What are they? No one's coming that we don't know is coming, and I'm thinking it's going to be a fucking false flag meteor. Yeah, something like that.
I mean, is the public dumb enough to actually believe it? Maybe.
They would, because they would do a HAARP. We all know the HAARP creates hurricanes, tornadoes. It created the fucking Japanese tidal waves. No, you know when the waves attacked Japan? Fucking Rockefeller fell out with the fucking. I really did hear about that. They had a documentary on YouTube, and he'd fallen out with someone had wrecked his interview or something. And then the next thing you know, fucking Japan gets fucking wiped out by tidal waves. It's so weird, isn't it? It just spins me out how these things happen. And this fucking earthquake just popped out of nowhere, you know? HAARP is fucking
fucking really, really alien. No one knows what it actually is. For all we know, HARP could actually be alien technology. Have you ever seen the beams going out to the sky when HARP is being used? Tyler?
No.
You haven't seen any footage of it, have you? Have you? Fred?
No. No.
Preston, have you seen HARP?
Oh, I've
anything
seen
from HARP?
the HAARP. Is that to the HARP?
Yeah, HARP.
Yeah, no, I've seen the pictures of it.
Fuck that
Yeah,
up
it's
and
just what is it? Aurora Research. You know, I mean, you know, so they're trying to
Exactly, what is it? What
electrify
is it? Exactly.
and
What the fuck is it?
what
It
is
could be anything. It could be alien technology for all we know. Like, I guarantee you, it manipulates weather.
well,
Most storms you get. You know, when you have a hurricane, how many people die in America? Just think about that for a minute. How many people die when you have a hurricane?
on hurricane.
Quite a lot, yeah?
Yeah, a lot, but it's still a low number, right? You know, say in the hundreds.
No,
you know.
but that's depopulating and that's depopulation, and that's from fucking the government manipulating weather. Down. Like that.
Yeah, but the numbers aren't going down. That's not killing enough people to keep the numbers from going down or from going up rather.
No, but they do these events. They do these events to fucking help things in New Zealand. They do it
What?
when the numbers start increasing a bit too much. They fucking pull the numbers back, don't they?
Well, you know, considering it is a military project. Well, essentially, you know, what you could do is, you know, fuck around with, you know, the high-powered frequencies that they're using. They're essentially punching holes in the ozone layer. You know, to use it as a weapon, causing droughts in other areas, causing it to rain a little more here and there. So
they're causing climate warming. There is no climate warming. They're fucking
Well, you know,
doing it themselves by punching holes.
In a way, I think it ties in with the chemtrailing, because see, the chemtrailing, you're putting the aluminum dust in there, you're kind of electrifying the atmosphere. Then you turn on the HARP machine, you know, and you know, combine the two. You know, now you've got the completed electrical circuit in a way, you know, that you can control. You know, and after years of tweaking on it, you would see you know, the effects that it have. Yeah, it's a long-term, you know, weather control project.
No, it's fucked up. It really is fucked up. But the thing is, do you guys believe in Roswell when there was a fucking alien craft and all that shit?
Well, the weather balloon thing was kind of like bullshit, so I don't believe that. So I think there really was something that happened there. But as far as how much was there and what they actually found, I am not 100% sure. You know what I mean?
Do you think that they have some sort of fucking alien fucking technology that we don't actually know about? You would agree with me, but I don't know what you guys think about it. But I really do think that they have stuff we don't. And they found it, and it's like in Area 51, or I know it's somewhere.
Well, the rumor is that Hangar 18. That's I think it was in Ohio. The airfield up there is where a lot of the first materials, if you want to call them that, you know, were starting to be warehoused and checked out, you know, researched and so forth. And you know, it's continued on from there.
Whistleblower Dr. Pete Peterson, the Camelot Project, did an interview with them. He was an ex-government doctor, and he reckons that he was working on a fucking spaceship. Guys, watch that fucking documentary. People out there, and you too, if you haven't seen it, fucking is out there. He proper lives off grid and that because he's scared for his safety. And it was a real dark documentary, like you exposed loads of shit. He said that we've got alien DNA, and the ones that are fucking brainwashed are not alien DNA, and the ones that think outside the box and can handle that there's something really going on are the ones that have the alien DNA. It's a different part of your brain that's dysfunctioning. Whereas the normal people, the normal humans, haven't got this going on, and that's why they get brainwashed easier by the fucking mainstream media. That's why there's sheeple. And then the alien DNA, and normally people who can think outside the box. Does that make sense?
Well, you think the way we think is related back to the DNA that we have? Well, I mean, there's truth to that, but I don't know about the alien side of it.
That's what the doctor was fucking explaining. He was saying that 75% of the population, or 85%, something like that. He said a small percentage, 15%, washed by multimedia or fucking government, because they have different DNA makeup to the other people.
I kind of look at that as a fault of critical thinking. Actually, I mean, if you can't think for yourself, if you just believe shit that's told to you on the news and you don't critically think about it, whether it's true or not, or and see all the discrepancies that are in it, I mean, you're just dumb. I mean, that's.
Because as a kid, I used to watch the news, and I just used to watch them, and I used to think, like, this doesn't seem real. I feel like this guy's acting on script. It never ever seemed real to me. I don't know if that's how it felt for you as kids, but it felt really fake. It always felt fake and unrealistic.
Yeah, I think intrinsically it's kind of your body telling you that you're being bullshitted, even if you're kind of questioning or you don't quite get it in your brain. Your body, through body language or whatever the sense is, you're picking up some kind of bullshit, and so you know from that, at a gut level that something's wrong.
Yeah, okay. That's really awesome. What do you think about it, huh?
What? No, I just got called out in the chat.
Oh, right, what's going on?
All right, he's got called out.
Yeah, so that's why I hate Facebook dramas. It's like it just deters us from.
Why? What's going on?
It's personal shit.
With what happened earlier?
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want. I'm just gonna let them. I'm gonna let them come down off of what they're on.
Oh, is it the couple? Is it the people I think it is?
No, it's nobody. Nobody you guys know. No.
Oh, right. Okay. That's cool. Do you want to talk about guys? Because I was going to be alien, and I do. I'm a bit of a molder.
Well, essentially, what I want to talk about, is some of the stuff that I see, daily is that, constantly what I see a lot is a lot of, fighting and division. It's not the fighting, but it's not the level of fighting. It's like, okay, when you're doing stuff with Anonymous and you guys doing it up, you guys are working on as a team. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of how should I say this? Power struggles and frustration. Yeah. Okay, but you're not gonna always like the person that you're with. Now, to the level of what you guys are bringing it to is kind of defeating the whole purpose. We're supposed to be unity and that we're supposed to be working as a team, but we have no leaders. You have the option, and this is something we've talked like over and over and over and over and over again. Is that all of the time and energy you have wasted in or your sister and doxing them, all of that wasted energy you could have done getting back at the system, fucking the system, figuring out learning a new skill online, doing something you can in a productive manner to get the job done.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That is true.
I was going to say that, like we were being attacked earlier about fucking lawsuits and that.
Yes.
Them same people want to wipe Anonymous out.
Well, it's not even that. The unity. I mean, I'm going to keep on promoting it. I'm going to keep.
They want Anonymous gone. That's the bottom line.
I know, but we're an idea.
I can show you the screenshot.
I know, but we're an idea. That's the thing, is that how the hell are you going to get the idea out of somebody's head by wiping them offline? Because we'll just do the same shit somewhere else.
Call it a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then...
I just can't believe it when someone wants to wipe the whole fucking all organization out. Like, it's insane.
Well, they do. They consider you hackers on steroids, right? So yeah, they don't like what you do. You're not working with them and their evil plans, so you're an enemy. You know, even if you're just an idea, the whole group, whoever might join it, you're the enemy.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Well, you know, and you know, we do get a lot of flack, you know, from other people, other groups, or this and that, you know. But you know, that just comes to the territory. You know, this is an easy thing. You're gonna get a lot of flack. Just part of it, you know. But together, when we join up, you know, like a big ball, you know, essentially we can move mountains.
Yeah.
Now,
I just had a message off Rose.
Now, was there ever a time Anonymous was unified? I mean, you complain about the lack of unity and so forth.
I don't know. I've only been around for a little over a year, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, was it really any better? I mean,
I don't know.
Can't
the only
believe
one who answered it. Yeah, the only one who answered is Jay.
Say that, Press. Say that again. Well,
yeah.
You say that again. What?
Well, was there ever any unity?
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
So it was better at one point for whatever reason.
We were a lot more unified when we were more trolls. When we were all trolls.
Or evil trolls. It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, when Anonymous took it.
So it's a hate thing. As long as it was hate directed, everybody was okay because you could hate on somebody. But then when that stopped, then you started hating each other.
No, what it was is back in the day, Anonymous was more of the fucking sort of, they didn't take themselves seriously. Can you see my picture now where he's laughing? That's what we were like. We were just like, ah, ha, ha. And then we fucking basically we basically trolled a load of pedos with it. We took them out of 4chan, and we took over 4chan, and we took it to made it our base. That's why I always say your bases belong to us, because Anonymous took their base, and we took it from them. 4chan was overrun by pedos. Am I right, huh?
Well, you know, the B channel, you know, the B, you know, B, just random fucking garbage, you know, like porn and pictures and this. You know, some of it sometimes was the most disturbing shit you've ever fucking seen. Some of it was like really hilarious, you know.
And you can go on two sides of 4chan as well. There's 4chan.org, and like Simon said, there's the special video magazine, video games, right?
You know what I think is that is that we got, you know, what we need is to focus on a really big operation that'll cause that unity to come back. You know, like what was it? You know, George was talking about Occupy Wall Street. You know, that was fucking huge. And you know, if we have something like that with like Occupy the Federal Reserve,
but the trolls don't like that. The trolls don't like the word Occupy. They think that Occupy is like hippie and.
Well, we need something. We need something big to unify us, and that something big.
Operation Love.
Yes.
Yes. Something big to get.
We feel like we're doing
together.
Well, I mean, essentially, if we can all get together, you know, and like do, you know, it's like march on the Fed, not just a 1 day march on the Fed, like, you know, but you know, like I think, you know, even Jody, you're in the chat. You could jump in on this.
It's the word anonymous. They want the word anonymous gone, and then everyone can just be the same. I think that's what they want. I think just to kill the name off, type thing, so that we're all equal. We're all just fucking anarchists. That's what I think they want. A lot of people.
Well, in a way,
I don't know if you think I'm wrong.
Well, no, I mean, you know,
I'm all about the infighting and the division. I think it's all about that they don't like people saying that they're anons. They don't like the fact that we're dividing ourselves from them when they're not calling themselves anons. They're just saying they're anarchists. I think they don't.
It's kind of like a combination, a mesh of just everything, you know, and that kind of makes us strong, you know, is that, you know, we're just a mesh of everything. You know, we have a lot of experiences, a lot of people, different beliefs, but beliefs aside, that isn't enough to really cause division if you really understand the foundations.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Jody. Hey, you wanted to talk about the march on the Fed.
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing. Over there.
All right. So we got some progress, right?
Sort of, kind of. We've been networking with some people trying to get organizers in the other cities. But, one thing we was talking about was like, it doesn't have to be the Federal Reserve. It can be any bank out there. Like the Federal Reserve cannot exist without these banks pushing their notes, But and like you were just saying a little bit ago, man, it doesn't have to be one day.
Well, yeah. You can match the bank all the fucking time, like, fuck it, doesn't matter, does it? You just keep going back and forth.
We need to shut them down, man. That's the unity we need, man. Is like we need the people with the skills behind the screens, taking them down, knocking them out. We need to be outside every bank out there. We need to be at the Federal Reserve front door. Like I've always said, everything leads back to money, and those who control the money control everything.
Yep.
Like all these wars, it all leads back to money.
Yeah, I know. Basically, if I was saying earlier, if we all went off grid, every one of us, the government would be screwed because we wouldn't be using money. We would be making our own food. We would be fucking using solar power for electricity. We could use turbines for water and electricity. We could do it if we all made a stand, then we'd have enough to fucking help the whole world do it. But we'd all have to do it together. It'd have to be like a world fucking decision.
Money is there.
Well, at the same time, they still control all the other things that you need, and the companies that control the food products, that sell you the solar cells.
Well, the mark. What Jody's talking about is the one big op that we need that will unify us.
Yeah, for real.
That's true. Yeah, instead of fighting among yourselves, you have somebody to fight.
Instead of fighting against ourselves, we can fight the system.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is the one thing that ties us all together. No one in this world anymore can live without money. And it's like, and money itself, like when you talk about like not having to go through the barter system, because like it's really hard to get like a technologically advanced society to just totally subdue money. And that's like a thing. That's the thing that's like so far down the road. We have to think in reality and steps. Like the first step is get rid of the Federal Reserve, the centralized bank, the Rothschilds banking cartels, allow the countries to print their own interest-free money. That's the problem. Like the biggest problem is the interest that is owed that can never be paid back.
Well, and that's, the numbers now are astronomical. They will never be paid. They will never be paid off.
You were on a show, weren't you? And fucking someone demasked you, didn't they? They told you, get that fucking mask off. And even though you were telling them, I'm doing this massive operation, and I need to cover my identity, they made you take the mask off, didn't they? Joe.
Right.
Judy, am I right or am I wrong?
I'm sorry, you were breaking up on my end. I couldn't could you repeat?
I said, I heard you were on a show and someone told you to take your mask off or something. Is that true?
I didn't have a mask on to be on the show. I just showed that I'm not scared to show my face. I don't do things that like a lot of people out there do.
But was you asked to show your face? That's what I'm saying. Did they fucking bully you into showing who you were?
They asked me to show my face, which I don't have a problem because 9 times out of 10 when I'm in the streets,
I heard that's where things are wrong. Like he's doing an operation against the Federal Reserve, and then people they're fucking trolling online. They're asking to show his face, and that's where it's going wrong because that puts him in fucking danger with the fucking Illuminati. What the fuck are people doing that? Why would they do that? Why would they? When he's pulling the fucking thing like the Federal Reserve, why would they ask him to do that?
Reverb.
I'm not following you. I guess I'm not following what you're asking. I'm not sure.
It's okay.
I was just trying to say.
Oh, somebody's got bad echo.
Yeah, how we got echo?
Ping. It's gone.
Ping, ping.
But I'm not afraid to show my face. I'm not going to live in fear no more. You know what I mean? I will get out I've yelled at my governor straight to his face at Occupy Super Bowl in Indianapolis in 2012. This officer looking at me, and I just gave him a look like, what? Do it. If you're going to do it. Don't just stand there. And they won't do it. When you show them no fear, that makes them fear a little bit. They're not sure. They don't know how to handle you. They're not used to that in training. They're being brainwashed just like everybody else. So they sometimes don't know how to deal with somebody that, for one, knows their rights and knows how to handle themselves. So kind of train to handle someone that way.
You mentioned
I'm not.
No, I'm not. I think we're just getting signal loss on one end. So
we're being hacked again.
No, we're not being hacked lifetime again. That was funny as shit, though.
That guy just popped up from the scarf on you.
It just shows you're doing something right. That's all.
Judy, when is fuck off, Tyler. You recorded you're using second device.
No, I'm not. Right? Somebody's
yeah.
Somebody's on speaker, and I'm on noise canceling headphones on every device that I'm connected to. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Basically, I was just saying that fucking when's the date, Joe, for the march?
Jody?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, when's the date for the march?
I'm sorry. Say that again. You're breaking up.
Oh, when is the date for the march?
We still haven't set a date.
Things have gone weird.
That's true. Yeah, they're getting some weird sounds here.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone. So I don't know.
No, it sounds like someone's recording a conversation because I heard my
Trey, what you're hearing is you're just hearing backfeed from the speaker going back into the mic. So that's it.
You weren't getting out earlier before Jody came on.
Let me turn it down some.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the show on, has he? Jody, have you got the show on some other device?
No.
Someone's got it on.
Hold on, let me mute.
Yeah, so it's End the Fed on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
It's called Nationwide in the Federal Reserve.
What date is that?
We don't have a date yet, man. That's the thing.
Right.
I don't want to set a date until like we can get people in because there's 12 districts to the Federal Reserve, so there's 12 banks out there.
I'll be there. If you pay for my flight,
I'm gonna put your link into the comments.
Okay.
Oh my God, Tyler, just totally fucking said your voice back when you said I'm gonna put your link in the comments.
Are you guys having problems hearing me?
Did you hear that? Did you hear what Tyler's
Yeah. At times it's really there's some weird things going on. It's hard to understand.
It's fucking Jody, man. You're fucking far. Since you've been on, man, we've getting some fucking weird shit going on.
No, it's just echo.
Yeah, but it wasn't any echo earlier, Tyler.
Yeah, no, it's just the device is just not functioning properly.
Here, let me back out of the chat and I'll come back in.
Okay.
He's cancelling chat. Yeah, fucking hell, boys. That was fucking weird. Like me, we've had no sound issues or anything. You've got
Well,
to
no,
admit, that was
because
pretty,
we're all on noise canceling devices and
Headphones.
yeah, when you get audio coming in one source into the other, and then you get the reverb of somebody talking, it starts sounding like a digital echo. Yeah, that's what's going on, brother.
Well, I'm not checking anything in the background either on the PC or anything.
Yeah.
So
I
forth.
tell you.
Jody?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, much better.
Dude, have you got headphones you could put on, Jody, and then turn off anything else?
Oh, he's good now.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's good now, you?
Yeah.
Cool.
You know, is it?
That's cool. Tyler.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, my device just
Yeah,
messed
Tyler,
up.
why you on two again? What's going on? Why you always on two devices?
Because I have to like leave one on in the house, and then I'm in the car, so I can let the audio. Yeah, so I can let the audio play. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Because I'm poor as fuck and I can't wake up my neighbors or my roommates.
So one's just left on the home, and then you got your phone in the car like me, type thing.
Pretty much. I'm freezing my ass off.
It's cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got the heating on. Have you got your heating blasted?
Well, I live in actually a quiet neighborhood, so I can't be running the car like I was when I was living in the ghetto. Yeah, nobody gives a shit about in the ghetto. You can have you have a big rig in front of your fucking house, and nobody give a shit.
Oh,
you can't even idle in your driveway.
Ghetto movies.
Yeah.
You know, like Menace to Society and fucking Boys in the Hood. I love that stuff.
Well, that's what the court system thinks I am.
Menace to Society.
Okay, I'm back, I think.
Hey.
You're back.
Okay, can you guys hear me better now?
Yeah.
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 Okay, cool. So
no,
there's still something in the background.
Oh, bitch. Tato.
Ping.
Tato.
Oh,
Oh, shit. That was fucking bad.
that was you.
It wasn't me. Seriously, I said it, and then it said it a second time. Hello?
Yeah, it's Echo.
Why are you stopping us? That's weird. That's really weird.
Okay.
But yeah, this March on the Fed thing is a really good thing. However, it's coming along. Even getting this stuff up on the internet is still great. Did you see that? This is something like I found out the hard way was that I had to, because most of the videos that I found on the Federal Reserve were hour long or half an hour long. I found one that was explained in 3 minutes. I think I'll share that one. I'll share that one to you, and maybe that one will get more people kind of interested because it kind of ties into the global. It's under 3 minutes. It's really easy
we've
for
got
anybody.
it on our page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it too.
Yeah, it's the School of Rock one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that's 7 minutes long, and it's like a 7-minute quick thing about century of your enslavement. That's a really good video too.
Yeah, I think they have an hour-long version of that one.
Yeah.
But essentially the Federal Reserve, and a lot of people don't know this, is they've never been audited. And they don't legally have to be audited because they're a foreign bank.
Right. Well, it was part of the act,
Yeah.
They don't answer to Congress. They don't answer to the president. I mean, they do everything in secrecy. Their books are kept closed. I mean, it's out. They act above and independent from the U.S. government. But they rule our lives in every aspect.
Well,
You know,
in a direct essence, yeah. I mean, because everybody has to pay federal income taxes, which is all tied into the central banking system.
yes, right. Because at the same time of the creation of the Fed, they created the IRS. Everybody thinks like when our taxes come out, our federal taxes come out, which is the biggest portion of taxes, they think it goes to the government to pay the roads and everything. No, it goes straight to the Federal Reserve first.
Yep.
That is their insurance, for the return on their investment, and it's just insane.
And,
especially to be right under your noses.
Yeah, your government was turned over by Congress 100 years ago plus. I mean, that was like the final straw right there.
Oh
well, yeah. They essentially, what we're dealing with is a corporation. It's not a republic anymore.
Oh, the countries have taken over.
Yeah,
you're seeing the results of it,
well,
and the things that go on. But yeah, I mean, the way it's supposed to run, it's a corporate banking syndicate.
Yeah, for profit.
Yeah,
it's a cartel.
That's it. It's not a real government. Yeah, the banking cartel.
Yeah, no different cartel than any Italian mafia out there, but they're the most powerful one of them all. Because I mean, they commit murder. They do all kinds of stuff to protect their thing,
money pile,
their machine. Yeah, their machine.
Yep.
But I mean, when you look at it, war is about money. All the shit out here is all about money, and you're always told when you want to find the truth about something, follow the trail of money because you're going to find your answer at the top. And everything, DAPL, money, oil, suppression of technology because of money, and he who controls money, the one Rothschild said, the one Rothschild said, let me control a nation's money and I care not who writes the laws, because when you control everything, you control everything.
He who controls the money supply controls the world. There's another little quote I like. It's give a guy a gun and he can rob a bank. Give a guy a bank and he can rob the world. Yep.
Right.
Yep. That's a pretty. I heard that quote when I was about 18. Fucking old school.
Yeah, I ran across something today though saying that the most banks are on this SWIFT system, but that their banks aren't even on that system. There's really, they're not listed. They're not on the same system. So they've already, moved on past what you see. You can't, it's almost like another underground, banking system going on that they're running, between themselves. They're not even on the banking system.
Right, because that's exactly how they're set up. The banks out here get loans from the Federal Reserve to stay in business, and they have to make loans on that loan, which creates, because like when you're talking about money, like the cash in your pocket, that only accounts for 3% of all the calculations of money that's on computer screens places and in hard drives that you owe me this, 97% of our GDP is electronic. And only 3% is actual hard cash.
Yeah, cash.
Yeah. So, I mean, they don't even have to print money. It's like that one thing Aaron Russo, I believe he was murdered over. I think it was Aaron Russo.
Yeah, Aaron Russo.
When he was talking about the chip in your hand, one day they're going to collapse the dollar and the only thing's going to be credit. And that credit's going to be in the chip they're going to want to implant in your hand. And you can't get a job. You can't buy nothing. And I know it sounds conspiratorial to people out there.
Yeah, but David Rockefeller fucking told him this. And he was laughing when he said it.
Well, I mean, and think about all the things over the past 20, 30 years that people's been screaming about. Like, I can remember just 10 years ago, I used to tell people, there's drones up there above our heads right now, above the U.S. Oh, you're crazy. They don't have drones. Those drones have got missiles on them. Right? I was like, those drones up there, they got missiles on them. Oh, no, they would never. Now it's common knowledge. Just like what Tyler was saying earlier, about they're spying on us and everything.
Yeah.
But
it's knowledge now.
Joe, you can buy your own. You can buy your own drones now.
Oh no, he's talking.
You can
He's
just go to
talking.
the shop and buy your drone.
He's talking about the. You're talking about the Predator
Military
drones.
and
Yeah, no,
CIA
yeah,
drones.
they're a little different.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that they never said drone fucking. Now you can just buy a drone anyway. You could just go and buy a drone and you can fucking fly it around and fucking spy on whoever you want. I've seen drones that go up fucking 2,000 foot in the air. Like, they're really good drones you can buy on eBay. Fucking hell. But I know what you're saying. What I'm saying is, people said to him, "No, you're crazy because you think drones are real." And now you can just go out and buy your own drones. So they were real, weren't they? That's what I'm saying. In a different sense.
A lot of people, when we, a lot of people thought they
Yeah.
were only overseas. They were only over in battlefields and stuff. There's
Yeah.
no way they're up there above our heads. They wouldn't put us in danger like that. And it's like common knowledge now,
Yeah.
And so when you talk about one day they're going to crash the dollar and they're going to get rid of it and it's all going to be credits and a chip. They've already got chip readers out there. It's the thing I don't understand. People don't understand these chip card readers. I mean, that's preemptive placement,
They already got the chips, and the RFID chips are already embedded into everybody's passports.
Right.
In America. In America, yeah.
Yep. No. I think we're not the only country doing it.
Right.
Well,
no, there's many
yeah.
countries.
All right, guys, we got 4 minutes.
4 minutes? Fucking hell, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Damn, I hopped on way too late. But no, like I was saying, anyone listening out there, anyone that sees this later on down the road in a day or whatever, we need help with this march. We need people organizing, getting together. We need to be at the Federal Reserves. We need to be outside every bank that supports the Federal Reserves. I mean, we got to get, if we can knock that one off, strike fear in the elite. Like if we can come together and unite and get over all this bullshit, man, who cares what someone says about someone else or who thinks they're better than someone else? Let's get over that shit, man.
Well,
we gotta
come together. Sending off. Sending off
we really do. I mean, we got kids and we got grandchildren out here and shit. And I've seen so much change over the past 10, 20 years that I can't even imagine.
I walked away from.
I can't imagine what it's going to be like when our children and grandchildren get older and our age and stuff out there. And we got to do it now, and we got to get over the petty shit.
Well, I walked away from the show because I'm getting a lot of fucking attacks. So I said goodbye. This is my last. I'll be on the panel as a guest, obviously, but I'm not part of the main structure anymore. I'm just a guest now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jody?
Yep.
Because you haven't been on for a while, but there's been some big things happening.
Yeah, I've seen it, and that's one of the reasons I haven't been around much, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to distance myself from any kind of, things like that. And I try to stay focused.
The division.
Yes.
Division. People attacking inside, like against fellow anarchists, which is, it just makes you think, like, what's the fucking point, man? When your brother, I mean, we're all there to try and take down the system. How can we take down?
All right, guys, 1
minute.
minute. 1 minute.
Each other?
1 minute.
How can we take down the system if we're taking down each other?
You can't do it. That's why we got to unite everybody.
Oh.
That's right.
I'm right, though, aren't I, Press? You can't take down a system if you're taking down each other. I mean,
no, because they
fucking,
look. I mean, they represent a huge system with a huge amount of backing. I mean, unless you hit them and everybody's on the same page, I mean, how can you get it done? It just.
I know this division online is fucking playing right into the.
All right, guys, 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
All right, everybody, have a great night. Much love and respect.
Yeah, I'm you guys. Have a good one, man.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Cheers for watching, guys, and adios. I'm over now.
You're moving on, but you're going to be back on the panel.